soft
Well,
start
that's
where I
on.
just start pushing these Ben Simmons are back agendas.
Hey, Ben
Talk
Simmons
about
was
it.
really
I
good
Doing it.
tonight.
I ain't gonna lie. Ben Simmons put up a 80 piece in one of my leagues. I was like, I
Bro,
was sick.
listen. When it comes to Ben
How
Simmons,
rookie?
I'm,
How
I'm
rookie
not
this
gonna
year?
lie to you, bro. I don't think he's
I'll
getting
let you
back
know
to
in a
like
sec.
I don't think he's getting back to like 18 points per game, but like he's going out there, he's playing defense, he's still making very high level passes for this Brooklyn team, obviously doing work on the boards. Just that all around glue guy that this team needs, and really just a guy who can play make and create shots for others. I'm seeing a lot of good stuff out of him this year, especially in games where like Mikhail's not cooking crazy. He's a guy who's out there, really runs the offense fluid as hell. And watching tonight against Charlotte, he's actually being pretty aggressive attacking the rim. Not that he's taking like 20 shots per game or something, but he'll get downhill and he don't look afraid to attack at all. And I like that against a Charlotte team who's brought in a couple good defensive bigs the last year or so.
Yo,
Nah,
100%. He shot his
speaking.
first 2 free throws of the year. Don't know if he made
Fuck.
them, but
Hey, speaking. If we're gonna talk about dudes with that kind of archetype, but that actually live up to their potential, let's talk about Jalen Johnson. What he been doing in
Hey.
Atlanta.
Nice.
Boy, that boy is hooping, and I'm so glad to see it because I know we talked about it a couple times, and we mentioned how with John Collins gone, he'll actually be able to like step into a true role, and shit, he's excelled. Hey, I fucking love it.
Yo, like
Love it.
about
Dang.
the Nets and stuff. It's like I don't know. Like Ben Simmons play well. I feel like Cam Thomas is really playing super well right now. But like, bro, I feel like Mikal, like, and it's still early, of course, but it's like I don't like the way he's like trying to like look throughout the offense. If that makes sense.
yeah.
I haven't been
agree.
able to catch up with no Nets games. What they've been looking
Like
like?
you think he should
He-
just go get
he
his own
hasn't-
more instead of just playing within the flow? Is that what you're trying to say?
I don't know what it is. Like maybe in a way it feels a little bit like Reeves, like with the Lakers so far, but it's like it just feels like, well, that's a bad example because he didn't play good the other day. But like Bridges hasn't played too bad, but it's like it just feels like he's out of place. And if it feels like if you're the guy who was averaging 26 a game last year, like bro, people were saying this guy was going to be most improved candidate type of thing. Like I'm not gonna lie, he might be if he keeps this up, he might be the biggest disappointment of the year. You know what I mean? And that's not no shade on him, but like it's like we thought he could be like, you know, that next guy, that 3-and-D dude, like with a long wingspan, all defensive, but it's like we're not seeing it like that.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I'm
mean-
starting to sell my stock on Mikal Bridges. It looks like he's deferring to
What?
Cam Thomas.
Damn, you selling stock already, bro?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Y'all
From
do y'all
I
y'all
mean-
do know he's never started any season off fast. Any season. So like this is what he's been doing
He's
is
played.
this
But this
This
is the
is-
season though, because he's
either
now
way,
the
this
guy.
is par for the court. Like this is normal. So I'm saying like to sell stock on something that's normalcy is kind of like
I mean,
I
all I'm
get
gonna
what
say
you're
is
saying. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying
a
like
team like the Nets, it's like they don't have right now. They're kind of just in no man's land. Like no one knows what their identity is. So it's like, bro, all these guys are fighting for like this is my team. I'm the one option. I'm the 2 option. This and that. Like I don't think there's time for that because with Phoenix, like everyone knew the offense was running through Devin Booker when he was there, and then like DeAndre Ayton was the main big, but like he was the main like guarding the best player on other teams, like corner specialist. That's really what he was. But like now in this team, it's like okay, we saw last season at the end. It's like, bro, you need to be the number 1. How are you going to respond? How are you going to take the next leap? And like right now, he hasn't so far.
Yeah.
I mean I guess he's never been.
I mean, it's
I
still
don't know
early.
to
Like,
fully
it's 3
expect a
games.
guy that's never been a number 1 guy to fully be comfortable being a number 1 guy 2 games into a season where you're truly starting the season as a number 1 is kind of
mean,
like
Well, Cam
it's
Thomas hasn't either,
disingenuous.
but he looks like the
Cam
number 1.
Thomas has always been a
Cam
number 1
Thomas ain't
scorer
really had
kind
to
of
adjust
guy.
to
Yeah,
no
that's a
new sort of
horrible.
role.
Yeah,
A number
that's a
1 guy for what, 3
terrible.
games? When he
I
dropped
said
40
number 1
games?
scoring kind of guy. Like he could be a scorer. He's always been a scoring guy. So for what he's been doing, we've seen Cam Thomas do that, and we've seen that before the league. Like he came into the league expected to be a scorer. Mikal Bridges didn't come into the league expected to be a number 1 guy, and then when you're essentially the best guy on a bad team, you're pretty much relegated to that role regardless because you're by default the best guy. to say you're a disappointment is kind of disingenuous because of the fact that that wasn't you coming into the league or anything like that. So with that being said, it's gonna take some time to get comfortable, and he actually looked like a true number one.
He averaged 26 last season.
Well,
Like, yeah,
I think
he didn't come
small
into the league as
portion of
that,
the
but
game. Small
that's
portion of the
5
game.
years ago.
Yeah,
That's what he
that
was
doesn't-
started as.
with the
Kawhi Leonard didn't
26
come in
is
as a
like
scorer. Now what do we expect out of Kawhi?
nobody expected Mikal to be that though, and so for him to
God,
have
God,
that scoring
some
explosion,
shit.
and he could show like he showed in that stretch, oh yeah, I'm actually kind of built like that. Well, it wasn't expected, so he was kind of able to take people by surprise. And I don't think for that time people really knew how to game plan for Mikal as a number one option. And now after a whole offseason and seeing now teams can prepare and teams can expect Mikal Bridges to be that type of guy, they're much more well equipped to handle that. And now Mikal, as a rising star, has to figure out, okay, now they see me as that level of guy and are defending me as such. So now I got to figure out how to get over that next hurdle. It's oftentimes, and Mikal was kind of a late bloomer on offense, so it's not the exact same. But a lot of guys who come into the league as like a star scoring rookie, and then they have that sophomore slump, it's because they can't take people by surprise anymore. They're able to really recognize who they are and how to guard that. And then that player usually takes that second year. They're like, oh, how do I overcome this new level of defensive attention being given to me? And you see them come back year 3 and really start to hit their stride and become the star they were meant to be. So it's really just, I think Mikal's hitting that a little bit later. I think he can still bounce back. I don't know if it'll be 26, but could it be like 24? Yeah, I think easily it could be. And I think you just have to give him that time to really get over that hump. And if he doesn't, then maybe it was a Linsanity run. But I do think that's one of those things that might be a little too early to call.
Yeah, I'm not like trying to say like 3 games, 4 games, whatever is going to dictate like the whole season. I'm just saying like right now, and I'm kind of, giving him the benefit of the doubt because it's like it is a weird team. Everyone's looking to try and get their own, but like I'm just like I hope it just doesn't continue like that. You know what I mean? Because this isn't like an everyday situation. You know what I mean? Like it's not like set in stone that this is his team yet. We all thought it based on last season, but there's guys on here like Cam Thomas. There's guys like Ben Simmons. There's, guys that can get hot like every now and then. It's like, bro, they're all going to be trying proving themselves on a team that's like has really no expectations.
Nah,
So.
yeah, I pretty much agree with Garrett. I mean, from what we saw from out of Mikal Bridges last season to end the year, at least me and Garrett for the most part, expected him to come into this year expecting to see number one defense type of like schemes thrown at him, and I don't think he's excelled at that or been able to take advantage of the defense. And I don't think he just doesn't look comfortable as a number one scoring option right now. But I don't want to dwell on the Brooklyn Nets too much. I just want to give some love to both the OKC Thunder and the Detroit Pistons. I think both those teams will finish as top 10 defenses, and I do think the starting lineup of Cade Cunningham, Killian Hayes, Asar Thompson, Jalen Durant, and Isaiah Stewart is the best defensive starting 5 in the entire league.
Oh, never mind.
Hey, Jalen
Durant. I thought you was going a different way with that. That's why I said one sneak. But hey, we was talking about Mikal Bridges for a good amount of time. So I think this is about as good a time as any to actually open up the stream. What's happening? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Maurice. I was about to do my own intro, but I'm not on my own channel. Back with another Key of 3 stream. We got Jay, we got Gabe, we got Steph, also known as Trill Buckets on YT, and we got Super Mario Hoops 24, but we call him Garrett. How y'all boys feeling, man?
Feeling good, feeling great, man.
Basketball is back. Full week of basketball.
Is definitely back.
The Bengals won this weekend, so hey,
we're not talking about
the
Bengals. All right, we're talking about basketball. Damn it, y'all sound a little bit more enthusiastic than me about my team, and we're gonna get into it. But for this first topic, week 1 is over with. Week 1 jitters. The week 1. Every team has played 3 games at this point. Some teams are on game 4. I want to know, do y'all have any? Oh my goodness, no, do not rep Cincy. Do y'all have any overreactions y'all would like to share? I have one.
I got
one.
I
got
one.
Yeah, I got.
We could just go down the line.
And I'm gonna, Garrett. I don't know if this you probably got the same one I am, but I'm gonna disparage my own team. I'm matching the Chicago flag in the background. So I'm gonna talk about my shitty ass Chicago Bulls. I don't want to watch this team anymore. Blow it up. Trade Caruso for 2 first-round picks. Trade Levine and DeRozan to contenders. Give Vucevic the fuck off my team.
Time out. What did you just say? You're trading who for what? What the fuck did you just say?
Trade Caruso for 2 first-round picks. Yeah, I said it. Okay, bro. Okay,
You can give you at least one.
I don't know about 2.
No, 1 is okay. I'm fine with 1.
And I want 2. I want 2.
Yeah, he'll get you 1.
If it's
That's
2, it's
two?
like, bro, you're getting like the Nuggets picks like back to back and like they're protected or something. Like you're
that is true. Hey,
yeah, man.
look,
it ain't gonna
man,
be nothing that's helping you rebuild wise. That's why I was
really
laughing
not.
at
The
it.
bid we're gonna start
29
somewhere,
30.
and I want 2. But yeah, man, I'm so fucking tired of this team just being as mediocre as we are. Not even mediocre. That showing that we had against the Pistons was absolutely fucking horrible. We got dog walked by the Pistons, bro. We got dog walked by a team that many people are suggesting is going to be still a bottom team, even with the progression of Cade Cunningham. Like, what the fuck do I have to look forward to as a Bulls fan? Absolutely nothing. I lied because Zach LaVine, he dropped 51 that game, and I got a Zach LaVine jersey. So shout out my boy 8 for being the only person that could actually show up and play during that game. But I'm tired of watching the Bulls. I lied in my last video. I said, yeah, I'm going to stick with this team no matter what. Yeah, I'm going to stick with them, but I'm not fucking watching it. Get this shit off my screen.
Hey, what happened to your boy Patrick Williams? What happened to your boy? I thought he was up next.
Hey, Gabe, you lost to Patrick Williams, so shut up.
Dude,
your team lost to Patrick Williams, so you shut up.
Patrick Williams needs to be eliminated from the
begins.
NBA, bro. He needs to be eliminated from the NBA.
Hey, let me get my
Damn,
overreaction.
that's a crazy 180 from everything I've been hearing.
No, bro. I've never, bro. Maybe Mo has.
Hey, listen.
I would say a lot of Bulls fans that I know and or interact with at me.
I've been one of them.
Mo,
I've been one of
them. Yeah,
I have not.
They're Patrick Williams enjoyers, and they sold me a dream on Patrick Williams.
I
see that
now.
He's in China.
That man is not Scotty Barnes.
Hey,
Scotty Barnes just fucking lost to Patrick Williams, so shut up.
Bro, he's not even Scottie Pippen Jr.
Scotty Barnes lost to he lost to DeMar DeRozan. If you watch that game, he lost to DeMar DeRozan. And
he lost to Alex Caruso. Fuck you talking about? Jay, we done talking about the Bulls. This shitty ass team. Jay,
wait, no. One more thing on the Bulls before we go.
And we can sit on the Bulls if y'all want to, because we sit on the Lakers and other teams a lot. So y'all
we don't have to.
I don't want to talk about this.
This is one other thing I need to say about the Bulls, bro.
Speak on it.
You said I'm tired of the Bulls. I agree, but I'm especially tired of Zach LaVine, bro. I know he dropped 51 points against the Pistons. This dude drops big games, meaningless games. That was the most meaningless 50-point game I've ever seen in my entire life. Okay,
career high.
Career bum. He's a career bum, bro. Zach LaVine needs to go. Get him out of Chicago because we need him most. He doesn't show up at all. Okay, like literally prior to that game too, I wouldn't even say he was a top 5 player on the team. Caruso was better. Torrey Craig was playing better. Obviously DeRozan, but like Vucevic was better. Like I'm tired of him. We paid him money. Send him anywhere else, bro. Does the Dominican Republic have a league? Maybe he can play there or something. You know what I mean? Like, I just get him out of America. If like the Association of Basketball. I'm tired of Zach LaVine. Get him away. He's done.
He's
the worst star ever.
Hey, I got a proposition for you, Garrett.
Yes, I mean, if they want him, what?
Hey, I'll give you Julius Randle for Zach. What's up?
Fuck you. No,
at this point, Julius Randle would be a better addition.
You're literally trading shit for
I'm still not trading for that bum either.
Is this the all deportation?
You saying that you would jump at having Zach LaVine on your? Well,
no, the fuck I would not. What is wrong with you? No,
I think
I didn't jump at it, and I didn't jump at it when y'all went and got him. So no, y'all, I knew who he was.
That game we saw against
I never wanted him.
That game we saw against the Kings?
I never wanted Zach LaVine in the Lakers jersey.
You wouldn't take him over D'Angelo
I
Russell?
never wanted. No. No.
Zach LaVine couldn't even play on the South Bay Lakers.
I don't want him over D'Angelo Russell. Yes, he might be a better player than D'Lo, but D'Lo, we need D'Lo for what we need him for. He's there for a reason. You build a team and have people in certain roles in certain places. If I bring Zach LaVine in for D'Lo, he's not fulfilling what we need D'Lo to do. That's not to say he's worse than D'Lo. That's just no, I don't want him.
He's one of those guys where he's like number one option level like play style, but maybe not a number one option level talent. And so it's like, he's best utilized as a guy who's your number one option, but him as your number one option is not going to make you a very good team. So it makes
say that one more time for me.
So his play style is like a number one option play style. Like needs the ball in his hands, likes to score a lot, puts up big scoring numbers.
He don't need the ball in his hands. He's better without it in his hands, actually. Significantly.
Man, I'm trying to understand his analogy, bro.
My fault, man. I'm just
My God, I mean, he wasn't putting the ball in anybody else's hands. 0 assists, but Zach LaVine, his play style is suited to be a number one option, but his talent level is not high enough to make him a number one option on a good team. So it's like his fit is weird as far as like, I don't know if he'd be the most successful being like a third option on a really good team just because of his play style. But him being a number one option, the team's not going to be good enough to contend. So it just makes his place as far as winning basketball kind of weird.
So he's a number one option on a Class 2A high school team. Like that's about as far as it goes.
I don't want to use the term floor raiser because the Bulls floor
definitely not a fucking
he's a floor dropper. Whatever the most intense adjective to describe dropper. There you go.
Hey, our Bulls fans
I'm just tired of Zach LaVine. I get him off my team, bro.
Our Bulls fans are going through it right now, bro. They need a therapy session.
And it's crazy because, bro, we're just as good as the Knicks.
All right, don't do that now. We didn't have a players only meeting. Don't do that now.
You
need 1 and 2, motherfucker. So relax.
Hey, my team ain't even good, but I'm still like I've had some excitement this year, which is kind of wild.
Listen, I'm not talking shit. I'm not talking shit, but however, the Lakers have played 3 difficult ass teams, so I have a scapegoat. We played the defending champs and 2 playoff teams that are very, very much in the thick of the West.
Them Suns.
I want to say the Suns.
Wait, hold on. Did y'all beat the Suns?
Yeah, we beat them.
That was a one.
Never mind.
That's why I'm not worried about that. I'm talking about the teams we lost to. So I'm not even.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was about to
God
say.
damn.
But I want to tell my condolences to y'all Bulls fans. Y'all gonna need it this whole season long. But my overreaction so far, I have Chet Holmgren being not only the rookie of the year, but also defensive player of the year.
I was telling motherfuckers about Chet, man.
The way he fits so perfectly with OKC, it's insane, bro. And he's hitting his threes at such a high clip. Anytime he releases his hands, I think that motherfucker going in. I am so high on Chet. He has been phenomenal so far.
He was the best
I agree with you on
team.
that.
Oh, and I agree with you. They lost. He played good still.
I agree with you in terms of how well he fits, how good he looks, and everything. We know this league is, especially them awards. That's Victor's award. If Chet don't get, if Victor don't get that award, it's gonna be so crazy. Or I can see Chet winning it. Say Chet does win it. Once it comes to that time, say Wemby got 4 or 5 chips, that's gonna be a nasty stain on his resume. That's gonna be a stain. You're laughing, but I can see it because Chet is playing at that level. We get to the point where Wemby actually got some rings under his belt. People are gonna, if we're stacking up certain players, it's gonna be like, well, he wasn't even the best when he came in the league, like some of these guys. You feel me?
No, but
we do it now. We do it now. Do we not do it now? Yeah,
no, we do
it now.
It's still nasty though.
Yeah, I feel like if Melo won Rookie of the Year on LeBron though.
How the fuck did I know he was
very true?
I knew
you were gonna say that, but
that's
true.
No,
it's true.
I'm not even saying that to hate on LeBron. I'm just saying like, bro, there's just like the media, bro. Who's Wemby been compared to the most? Like the most hype prospect since LeBron, and like there's a good argument to be made. I would probably say Melo deserved Rookie of the Year. His team, he had better stats. His team made the playoffs. His team was better. Like it's, but because LeBron was that close and he had the hype, he had to live up to the hype. He won it.
Yeah.
LeBron was
that's the same thing
18,
with Wemby,
which is crazy. But
And also,
But I ain't gonna lie,
No, like
Wemby
19,
Wemby is also doing some. I mean, of course, that Dallas game was shaky, but he has had some flashes to where I think once we get to the middle part of the year, there's gonna be enough moments and things that we've seen of Wemby to where majority of the NBA fan base is gonna be like, "Oh, Wemby's rookie of the year." But us,
Bro,
the ones that
that
watch
Rockets
every
game?
game, we gonna.
That
Man, hey, that lob when he caught it and went revert, I said, bro, I was like, Wemby had to bend his legs to keep him off the ground when he dunked that. He had to, but
and
like,
then it was
he's so graceful. It's like, I don't know, man.
It was during either the fourth quarter or overtime. He had just right underneath the rim. Yam that motherfucker, and then he had yelled in the Rockets defender face. I'm like, oh yeah,
I never even thought Wemby had that.
What's up?
I was saying I never thought Wemby had that kind of.
I didn't know. I'm not too big on watching like prospects. I don't even watch college basketball for real. I need to watch more, but like I've never been good on assessing prospects and shit like that. So I didn't know he had it in
basketball. I'm gonna tell you that now.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I was trying to glaze Chet and y'all bring it to Wemby. That's
my bad, bro. My fault. Go ahead, bro.
That is crazy. But
he's doing the rookie of the year talk though.
There was another rookie who's been pretty good too. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get on real quick because we're talking about rookie of the year stuff.
We're gonna have to spin back too for the second overreactions.
But listen, when we talking about this rookie of the year stuff, Brandon Miller's actually been looking like he was the right pick at that.
Talk about it.
God.
I gotta be honest with y'all. Like I watched a little bit of the Charlotte game against Brooklyn because my Raptors were on halftime, and I'm seeing he was really the main guy on the floor. A lot of their other top guys were on the bench. And he just looked real fluid. Like his scoring motions clearly, like his bag translated to the NBA level. Like it's really getting him some quality looks and some quality shots that he's making by himself this early on, like 3 games into his actual career. Not only that, he was pretty willing to move the ball around and get it out of his hands. He doesn't really look like he gets like tunnel vision or is just like, yeah, I have the ball. No like offensive black hole that you might see out of a guy that comes in as a top scorer. And it's like from what I'm seeing of him, it just looks like he's going to become a really mature player straight out of the gate. And the guy who got taken at number 3 that everybody thought should be taken ahead of him, he's not looking
dog
good.
Shit.
He is not looking good. Scoot's looking closer to Jalen Green than Ja Morant. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, third-year Dennis Smith Jr., that's what he's looking like.
Hey, another rookie, though, has played pretty good. I know he hasn't shot the ball well, but, like, I don't know, man. I mean, so far, contributed to winning basketball. We'll see by the end of the season. But, like, bro, Asar Thompson, like, he's done a lot of the, little thing. Like, bro, he's rebounding. He's rebounding like a big. He's playmaking. He's defending. You know what I mean? So, when he gets, like, the shot, when he gets, like, I guess, like, figures it out from, like, the scoring aspect of the NBA, like, getting into it, like, bro, he looks nice.
Bro,
shit.
Lock for all defensive team next year, bro. Lock.
Bro, I was just about to
Lock?
say.
You putting money on it?
100%. 100%, bro.
Hey,
how much?
Maybe, but the way when Zach LaVine was going off in that fourth, Asar had the assignment. It was like 3 straight possessions. He clamped the fuck out of Zach. I was like, "Yo, that's crazy."
I'm tired of hearing about this light skinned motherfucker.
Nigga, I was bigging up Asar. I'm not talking about Zach LaVine right now. I'm bigging up Asar.
Yeah. Sick of that weak ass, sorry ass.
I was watching the first half.
We ain't talking about Asar though.
I was watching the first half of the OKC Pistons game, bro. Asar was putting the clamps on Shea too. There were a couple possessions where he knocked the ball out of his hands. Hey, bro.
Shea kind of got clamped by Denver too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know you guys were licking your lips when Shea got clamped by Denver.
Oh, them top 10 allegations.
I'm not you. Hold on. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm not you guys. I don't watch basketball with the intention of trying to prove a narrative. I'm not thinking about none of that shit.
Neither do I. I'm just hate watching.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say it right now. No, I'm gonna say it right now because when Jay tweeted me, I went, shut the fuck up, bro. What are we doing?
Me?
I looked at that tweet and rolled my eyes.
You tweeted me game 1 about Tyrese Halliburton and
what the fuck?
Trae Young.
Nigga, I had to. I don't give a fuck.
I said I know this nigga.
I don't give a fuck.
It's 3 games now, and Halliburton's still better.
Either
Talk,
way,
talk, Gabe.
Man,
y'all do not appreciate hoops, bro. Oh my god.
No, yeah, y'all did it to yourselves. Just fuck that nigga Trey Young. I don't give a
Look
fuck.
at what
Bro,
the Hawks, bro.
bad
The Hawks
game,
look like
no,
every bad
no.
game,
the,
every
the
bad
whole
game.
state of
watching-
New York has had beef with Trae Young since that playoff
No,
run.
fuck
Let
that.
it the fuck
You're
go.
watching with the intention. You're watching with the intentions to hate on the nigga, bro. That's so crazy. Like,
I mean,
what?
to be honest, I barely watch the Hawks, but anytime I see a bad box score, nigga, I'm on it, nigga. I'm
So
on
you
it.
barely
Well,
watch
this
the
nigga
Hogs,
box
but you
score.
watch
He's,
enough.
he's admitted
I
he's a
barely-
box
I'm on it,
score.
nigga.
You barely watch the Hogs, but you knew enough to tell us whether he versus Halliburton was really.
Oh,
That
yeah.
team is horrible though. That
yeah.
team overall.
Oh no, that
bro,
team is awful, bro.
Like y'all are talking about like the Jalen Johnson breakout is cool and all, but bro, and as much as I hate on Trey, dude, he had 2 great passes to Capella late in that crunch time. I think it was against New York.
Hey,
Bro,
was.
and
watching
Capella,
that, oh
he
my
missed one
fucking
fucking
God,
easy
man.
lay. And
Oh,
then
I saw that, bro.
the lob, like the lob was still pretty fucking bad too. Like,
Oh, what dirt
had it
does
in his hands.
Clint Capella have on Quinn Snyder? Like, how is he still playing?
Bro.
he's the new
Bro.
Marcus
No.
Morris. He's the new Marcus Morris.
Bro,
He is,
Okongwu
bro. Injury
should
shambles.
be starting. It's ridiculous at this point. But
Question
we
Quinn
were
Snyder.
we were talking about rookies. I did want to mention one only because I mean my homie is a Mavericks fan, and I did tell him about him, and that's Derek Lively. He's playing very well. That's one of those picks where you draft a guy for a specific reason, and he's fulfilling that exact reason why they drafted him. And I absolutely love it because it's something that Luka has needed for a while. Dwight Powell sucks. Maxi Kleber sucks. Every other big that they've had on that team, yes, he stinks. He can shoot, and that's it. He stinks. Maxi Kleber is garbage, bro. He is awful. And I'm a Luka enjoyer, and I enjoy hoops. Watching that team, every big he has been fucking awful. It starts with Willie Cauley-Stein. Porzingis was shit when he was in a Mavericks jersey.
When he was with the Mavericks, I'm not gonna lie.
Porzingis was dog shit in a Mavericks jersey, and I love Porzingis, bro.
He was real inconsistent. I feel like he was just injured all the time.
He was injured. Yeah, that
that too,
contributed
that
to
too.
too. He was hurt a lot.
They game to the bench well as well.
Bro,
Either way it
Kawhi
goes,
dunked all over that dude.
My man's hasn't had a big that he can 2-man game with, and from one point guard to another, I understand what it's like to have a good big that knows how to set a good pick, who knows how to roll to the basket and bang bodies. He ain't had that. Matter of fact, today I saw Dwight Howard get Powell. I'm saying Howard because his weird ass been on headlines. But anyway, bro. His bro is trolling when you got anyway. Like I was saying,
I don't get it.
Dwight,
I don't get it.
Yeah, Dwight Powell gets nudged right inbounds with the ball in his hands. This man falls out of bounds with the ball and falls on top of the ball. I was like, get this nigga out of the game, bro. I was like, what kind of unathletic shit is that, bro? I know he's only in the league because he's 6'11", 7 foot, because he's so bad. I have yet to see in a year where I understand why Mark Cuban has him on payroll. But going back to Lively, hey, just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to get paid very well in Dallas.
100%. It's crazy because a lot of people, because he didn't play well to start the year at Duke, a lot of people were low on him. They're like, I don't know if starting a rookie for the Dallas Mavericks is really going to get them to where they need to go. But Derek Lively is literally the perfect piece that you need with Luka Doncic in that squad, bro. He's a rim protector. He catches the lobs. You know what I'm saying? He's a great rebounder. Perfect athletic.
And he doesn't need to shoot.
Yeah, exactly. He's not the type of big that needs the ball. He needs to be effective or is active on boards because he's necessarily scoring with the ball in his hands.
He was the best pick of the late lottery to me. Like as soon as they made that pick, I'm like, dude, after what that team was on defense in the end of last year, being just piss poor, like getting a big that can just get in there, play some defense, get some fucking rebounds, like that's the number one thing that team needed. And for them to go out and really get the perfect guy for that, especially at that late lottery position, you're not bringing in a star guy who expects a bunch of touches. Like you don't end up with like a DeAndre Ayton situation where a guy's like, I want all these touches and I'm not getting them. I'm forced to play this role. Now you got a guy in a position where he knows he's probably coming in to play a role, and he's just able to be so effective at that. I love it. And the fact that they started him day one, yeah, why the fuck are we wasting our time starting Powell? But when that's not the future. Those guys being up there.
Probably one of the best decisions they could have made.
If you're not because like, who cares
running.
if you're not great now because you weren't great with those guys starting last season?
Yeah.
Move on.
Can I get another overreaction in? And this is one we didn't really touch on
ahead,
too
and
much.
then I'm gonna go after you.
the 76ers are just fine, and Tyrese Maxey was held back by James Harden. I'm
Speak
gonna
on
say it. I loved Tyrese Maxey. I loved him before Harden got there, and then once he got there, we saw his play just stagnant, just plateau, just stop. He still was pretty good. He still had some nights here and there, but you could tell he had to forcibly pick his spots strictly because, Harden's ball dominant. Now that we see this team, this is more like what I envisioned this team to be prior to them getting James Harden, and I love it because Maxey might just be able to become all NBA this year. He might get second team all NBA if he can continue to play this way and keep the Sixers in the top, I'd say 4 or 5 in the Eastern Conference.
100%. But I feel like the only thing is I feel like James Harden is going to end up playing again. That's my fear. And because he rejoined the team and he was on the bench last night. Even though he said, I'm not playing for an organization that has Daryl Morey, I think he's going to end up playing regardless because you can only hold up for so long. And there's not many teams that's really going to trade for him.
I feel that, but at the same,
I don't think he want to get fined for all his money. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's what he's about in the first place.
But that's why I think he's on the bench, though. I don't think it's more he's on the bench because he's going to play. I think it's more so he's like, shit, I got to be here and show face so that I at least don't get fined, you know? Like, I think he'll get moved somewhere. It ain't going to be a preferred place, but, like, how do you keep him on your team now after you're seeing what's going on without him? You know what I mean?
I feel like low-key, it looks like he's outsmarting the Sixers in a way, just because like he's, you know, like I don't. That's like the seeing him there, like, you know, it just feels like the Sixers are going through this like whole dilemma thing from Daryl Morey and like the front office and stuff. The players probably don't care. Like it's much, you know what I mean? Like real talk. I mean, like, bro, you saw PJ Tucker like dapping him up, like that's his boy. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like,
and they know the front office be on bullshit.
Yeah, like I bet they were probably like uncomfortable when they saw him there. That's what I'm kind of getting at.
The only way that
situation needs.
It's kind of like a smile in your enemy's face kind of situation.
I see. You know what this situation needs? It needs a plane ride with James Harden and Daryl Morey, and they sit down and talk it out like Hakeem did with the Rockets organization. I don't know how they smooth that shit out, but
you can't smooth out somebody lying to you, bro. Especially when it's about your bread. When it's about your bread, like that's not. Especially the way James Harden has gone about it at this point. That Chinese announcement when he was in front of all those,
that was really wild
right because it was wild.
But it's not that he did it. It's that he did it in China and then stood on it. Yeah, that shit was.
Garrett's funny.
Wait, what'd he say?
Garrett said he should have stayed there. But like when I'm saying like when he did announce that. At that point, that's him saying like this isn't fixable, to me at least. Like, and
because
I'm gonna be honest,
was already in hot shit with China, wasn't he? So it was deliberate.
It was deliberate as hell.
He was teaming up with the enemy.
But also on top of that,
that's crazy. Calling him.
Everybody's talking about him being traded to the Clippers. The Clippers are playing very well. They don't need him. And Russell Westbrook is doing what he needs to do for this team. So with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers are out on trade talk. I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of these teams are out on trade talks for James Harden.
The season started. You gonna come in and fuck up our groove? No thanks, bro.
The
trade deadline.
I said this on Twitter. Even though I gave that proposal to Garrett, I'll take James Harden for Julius Randle right fucking now.
Yo, I do have a question.
No, you gave me Levine for Randle.
I got a question for you. Situation.
Fucking yuck,
bro. Yo, Steph. If you saw how he played,
no, it's good for you. No,
Harden
it's good
and
for you.
Brunson's gonna be like the worst defensive
backcourt. That's whatever. But it's better for y'all. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about, Mo. That's exactly what went through my head. Julius Randle and Embiid.
All them tough ass shots in the playoffs.
Imagine a terrible defensive backcourt like that in a Thibodeau system, bro. There's gonna be war.
No, we got Mitchell Robinson to clean up everything. Don't worry about it.
Bro. Oh yeah,
you better not bring a war veteran.
Let the record show
number 100 in the league.
Hey, can I get my
wait. I got one more thing. I got one more thing about Philly. I got a question for y'all. So you started it off with saying like they're gonna be just fine. Like, what do you mean by that? Like, you think they're just going to be like, okay, or like, do you think just Embiid and Maxey is enough to get them to like a championship? Because
championship? No, I mean, okay. I mean,
well, because for them to get over the hump, like, how do you think they take that next step to get over the hump? Because like, I feel like what most people are saying is like,
Embiid needs to,
it's
like,
probably
show
not
up
going to
in the
work
playoffs.
out.
That's
Like,
how they
it's
get
just
over a hump.
like long term, like this Embiid era, like, it's not going to get them to a title. So if you think they're going to be just fine, that means they're still on trajectory to get towards title contention in this Embiid era.
they were never on the trajectory towards title contention.
Oh, I
You
wouldn't
don't
say
think
that
so?
now. Yes,
They
last
weren't.
I
year.
would.
They
I
weren't.
would.
They've always been that third odd team out. It's always been Bucks Celtics. They've always been that third team that
Last
it's
year?
always yes.
Yeah, last year.
Anytime
I
we've
mean,
gotten
did they get
anytime
there?
we've
No.
gotten to the point of the playoffs and stuff like that, more often than not, Philly had questions, and it was always Boston Celtics that we all knew one of those two teams are coming out the East. Philly, yes, they've always had the talent, but more often than not, they've always been a dark horse. They've never been this
They've
is a
always been the
championship
second
team
round
going.
out.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
wait a
what I'm
minute.
saying. Like
Wait a
they've
minute,
never been.
Steph,
Huh?
prior
Never
to
make
game
the
6.
conference finals. How can you say you're a top 2 team?
Wait,
Like,
prior to
that's
game
what I'm
6.
saying.
I mean,
like,
you would think if you were, you would get there at least once in like the last 6 years.
and
Wait,
that's all
Steph.
I'm saying.
0 times.
Go ahead.
Steph,
Go ahead.
prior to game 6, you didn't think that they could make the finals that last
No,
year?
you haven't
No.
shown me anything. The same things that y'all were showing throughout those playoffs last year is the same thing that I've seen from this team in the past 4 or 5 years. This team has always anytime since I've started my channel 2 years ago or so, the 76ers have always been that team once the playoffs come around where we're like, they might be able to if they whereas with the Bucks or Celtics, it was no, they could run the table. They could get through the East. All they got to do is get through the Bucks, or all they got to do is get through the Celtics. Whereas with the 76ers, we in round 2 and they struggling to get out of round 2. And even if they do get out of round 2, we know they're losing to either Bucks or Celtics. Like,
Yeah, and to add to that too, it's like if they had lost, like, because let's say like look at like the 2015, for example. Like, I mean, Mo would agree with me on this. Like, even though we lost to the Cavs, the Bulls, like, bro, anyone was taking either of those teams over the freaking Hawks. You know what I mean? That one seed Hawks team.
Yeah.
So like, but if we had lost, like, let's say 5 years to them, and the Hawks were always up there too, but like, you know, then that's maybe different. But bro, like the Sixers, they lost to Boston last year, then Miami the year before, the Hawks the year before, Boston again, Toronto in 2019, then Boston.
But Toronto
again.
was the closest, and that's what 4 or 5 years ago now.
Yeah, there's like 4 teams though in there too. It's like, bro, they're just not top 2. Like if you're losing to Boston like all 6 years, maybe you could argue, well, maybe they're better in Milwaukee if they matched up with them. They just never have. But it's like, bro, at that point, it's like, bro, Milwaukee has a championship. Like they've just done better.
For sure.
And in those 6 years, not for nothing, I feel like, and it could just be me, but I feel like come playoff time, they've always been in their own tier. It's always been Boston and Milwaukee, 76ers in their own tier, and then it was tier 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Like they were never able
between tier 2 and 3. I would just lump them in there. Me.
That's
Yeah.
fair, but
There's
even still, but I'm saying like there were some teams that were in tier 2 that 76ers are comfortably clear over most of them in that tier 1. More often than not, they were kind of like, well, they're better than all these other teams, but they're still not on that level.
No,
I mean,
I
I
see
think
what you're saying.
2019, I think they were in there. Like, I really feel like Toronto, Philly, like the Bucks back then. Like, I think they were all really close. Was good. And then like 2021, like I think that Bucks Nets series, like that was the real conference finals. Like whoever won that series was going to go to the finals that year. So like there are some times where other teams have gotten in there besides just the Bucks Celtics, but I think that even shows that like these other teams have came in and had more like immediate success than Philly has.
Can I just give my one last overreaction?
Go ahead.
Bro, I know they're 2-1 and like their first win was pretty good, but like, bro, the Suns, there's some like, I'm not saying I'm not sold on the Suns, but there's a couple players on that team that don't need to be playing as much as they do, don't need to be getting as much chances as they do. And I talked about this with Gabe, but bro, Eric Gordon is taking way too many shots. I don't care. He played pretty well last game. If he's shooting more shots than Durant for the most part of like the season so far, bro, get him out of here, bro.
That's
like,
a bad example. KD is efficiency, man. We know that.
I don't care, bro. Eric Gordon needs to sit on the bench. I don't like, especially because he's inefficiency for the most part now.
Inefficiency, man.
Not just that. It's like, bro, Grayson Allen, like.
I'm so glad you mentioned him.
He's just nothing, bro. And Drew Eubanks, bro, it's more like Drew, you stank. Like he can't play. He like
not too much.
Can't catch the ball.
He's not that bad.
He can't catch the ball. And then he acts
awful.
hard on like these third string centers whenever he's matched up with him. Bro, he acted like harder than ever against the Jazz, pause. But he did like against the Jazz, you know what I mean? Like, and it's like, bro, you're not gonna do that in the playoffs. Like that guy is just not gonna have a chance. Like he had me thinking, man, I wish Nurkic was back on the court. I never thought I'd ever say those words.
Oh my god,
Nurkic has been nice, bro. I cannot judge the Suns though because I literally have not seen Bradley Beal play and Devin Booker played like once.
Bro,
I will say the depth is not great, but they've had to do way more than they probably should.
Gordon's put on weight too. Like he's looking like Eric Gourmet out there.
Who put on what the fuck?
Wait, who?
Gordon.
I don't know. But I saw Bradley Beal like take a jump shot at practice. His back looks stiff as fuck. So if that's what we getting from Bradley Beal,
yeah, bad back. That's tough. That's a bad.
You might be right, Garrett. But anybody else got any overreactions? I feel like that was pretty good.
That was all I had to say.
I'm trying to think if I got one more. Last one.
Hey.
Do not let the Pelicans stay healthy this year, and do not let Zion play 60 plus games because this team is fucking cold. Zion Williamson is a dog. Granted, they're getting their ass handed to them by Golden State right now, but the games that we've seen, hey man, this team is nice. And then I could be wrong. I don't think Trey Murphy is completely out for the year. So if he could come back, at least try to go on a run, this team could make some noise. They're not gonna be a championship team in the West, but they're very good.
Sure though?
Yes.
You know that for sure though?
Yes.
Okay.
And to add to the current game, the Bulls won, Mo. We won.
Hey, I don't care.
Hey, we
y'all
don't
did.
And the Raptors on pack watch, bro.
I went the court.
I gotta say some shit to JELSON because if he ever
you said put him on what watch?
I mean, what's worse though? Like, because you guys just lost to the Blazers.
Nah, bro. The Wolves just they were up like 20 points in that game and they lost by a decent margin to Atlanta. That's bad.
Did they? Was it JELSON talking shit in the fucking?
Yeah, he was.
JELSON was talking shit in the group chat about the fucking Wolves.
This nigga DeJounte Murray gave them a 40-piece.
Oh my.
Bro, him and Capella combined for 43.
The motherfucker lost by 16 and Trae Young still didn't shoot efficient.
Bro, Capella played 22 minutes and scored 2 points. Meanwhile,
keep that nigga off the court, bro.
Meanwhile, Onyeka, he played 24 minutes and had 10 points. Why is he coming off of the bench? I don't bro. This is another thing I don't like about the league. Before we go into our next topic or whatever we do, I am tired of the politics in the league. If a player is better than another player, play that player. I don't care how much you shouldn't have paid that player that sucks worse than the dude behind him. That's your fault as a GM. But you GMs, not GMs, I'm GMs and owners. You GMs and owners are so prideful that when y'all pay a motherfucker that's trash, it shouldn't have been paid. Y'all play him. Y'all will literally see your team lose 40, 50 plus games strictly because you made a horrible deal and paid a garbage ass player and letting another dude rot on the bench. And then it gets to a point where either A, he leaves, or B, he's traded. And now your team looks dumb as hell because that player's been sitting on the bench for the past 3, 4, 5 years of his career. Bro, we gotta stop doing that because it's making the league look bad.
Why don't players that are playing well, especially down the stretch of games, like why do coaches just take them out? Like if they're not starting, bro, like this is gonna be glazing because I'm a huge D Rose fan, bro. The game I went to, D Rose is the best player in the fourth quarter of that game, and that's like not even me being biased. Like that's just facts, right? He was stealing the ball from Jokic. He was playing great defense on Reggie Jackson and Jamal Murray, leading scorer in the quarter. He couldn't miss a shot basically, and then you take him out and you put in they put in David Roddy. He kept getting cooked every single play. And he couldn't do anything. It's like bro, at that point, especially a guy who's literally proven it, he's proven to be a valuable player in this league. Like, you got to ride with that. Like, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's like the 13th guy at the end of the bench and he's got like 12 points in that quarter. And bro, if he's good to play, like, put him on the court. And I can assure you, if you're telling these players, hey, go in the game, what do you think they're going to say? Nah, I'm good, coach. I reached my minutes restriction. Nah, I'm tired. Like, they're not going to say that.
I will say in the defense of Clint Capella, he did have 5 blocks. And I think that's the reason why he's starting, because they do need a big body, and Onyeka's
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Fuck out
Don't you. I'm not letting you get away with that.
Wait, what
I'm
is
not
that?
letting. Yeah, you. Onyeka is him on the defensive end.
I'm not-
It's the
I'm not-
offensive end that he.
I'm saying they need a big body. I mean, Capella, Onyeka did get more rebounds this game, but Capella is bigger, and he has.
So then, do they need a big body? Do they need a big body?
You just contradicted your own reason. You just said they need a big body, and then told me in the same breath that the other guy that's not as big of a body got more boards and produced more.
But he didn't get 5 blocks like Capella got. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be honest.
Look,
Blocks. I'm gonna be real. Blocks don't move me, and I say that. Blocks move me if I know what the blocks produce. Meaning, if it's a block where it goes out of bounds, you're just giving them an extra possession. But if it's a block where you get the possession back, all right, cool. That block meant something. But if it's a block, it went out of bounds and then they still score that possession. Okay, cool. You got a block, but they still scored. Like, who cares? So that's why I'm like,
hold on. You just said
it's not nitpicking.
Out rebounded. You just said Clint Capella got out rebounded. So is he really being that impactful? I don't know. But it is impactful.
Last quick thing. Give me like 10 seconds, bro. Even though, you were talking about blocks and steals, Donovan Mitchell playing good defense this year. From the games he's played, bro,
he has. He's
played really good defense.
He's played much better than what he usually does. But I will say this: Donovan Mitchell wasn't a bad defender coming into the league. I think it was more so.
Yeah,
he was asked to do so much to where it was like, bro, I'm not wasting that energy on the defensive end. And now he has a team that's more rounded to where he could take. He doesn't have to literally go hard every offensive possession, which is great for him.
Yeah, he had 2 for stretches last year when Garland was missing time last year. Like when he was popping off 70 and all that. Like he for real. There were times last year where he had to do that. So if he can get to the point where he doesn't, because I was like Max Strus to start the season, putting up big scoring numbers, making his shots at a super.
I was going against Max Strus in fantasy. I was so fucking pissed. Bro, that motherfucker put up 40 on me twice. I hated it. But speaking about some shit that I also hate, and we're gonna segue into the next topic. I'm gonna just say it. Adam Silver, you are not David Stern. What do I mean by that? This league don't respect you, bro. They don't respect you. What did we just? That's crazy, by the way. What did we just hear in the offseason that the league was gonna try to implement?
The PPP.
They want the stars to play more. You know what I'm saying? They want actual reasonings as to behind why players are missing games. And what did we see on the very first game of the season? James Harden didn't suit up. And the league is trying to get answers to why James Harden didn't actually play, because he showed up ready to go on the team plane. Team asked him not to travel with him. Now, that I think they have a legitimate excuse, because, bro, you ain't been have a training camp, and then you show up all ready to play when he heard from you. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying? Nah, we got this game without you. And they lost that game, by the way. But what also just happened, Jimmy Butler just rested for game 3. And Joel Embiid was questionable to rest. And then was a game time decision. And then he played. And then he went off. Adam Silver. These players do not respect you like they respected David Stern. And part of this is LeBron's fault, because LeBron spearheaded the player empowerment movement. But that's just me. But
I'm not rocking with that.
Well, I want to get y'all thoughts. What do Adam Silver got to do to get the respect of the league, bro?
Ain't nothing.
They not taking
add,
serious.
Jimmy Butler looks like he needs rest right now because he's sucked for the most part this season. But go ahead.
I'm gonna keep it up.
Take the regular season off.
I'm gonna keep it a buck mode. Them checks gotta start bouncing. That's the only way. Them checks gotta start bouncing for these players to show up to these games, man. It's getting nasty out here. There's no reason to start the season that you're resting. I understand that Jimmy Butler's like 35, 36, whatever. Brother, you are an NBA player getting paid millions to play the game of basketball. At least show up for the fans. And he did that with a smile on his face in the against the Sixers. That shit was nasty. That was ugly. And if these players still want to get raises, if they still want the salary cap to go up, they got to show up for these nationally televised games, bro.
It looks like they don't, because the salary cap just keeps going up whether they show up or not. And at this point, like, just a fine, I don't even know if that's going to be enough. Like, it has to be like some for real, like, sizable fucking like.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all why they can't do that. How you gonna find a player for some shit that's the team decision? Tell me that right now.
That's the thing. Like, I don't.
That's what the whole issue is. That's why this is an issue, though. It's a team decision.
To rest Jimmy Butler game 3. That's what I'm saying.
Game 3 is crazy. If it was like game 57, that's
and
one thing.
Bro, and
I get what y'all are
about
saying.
to take that game off, and he went the fuck off. So what did he need the rest for?
Bro,
and that's exactly what I'm saying, though, Mo. That's exactly what I'm saying. If he was about to take off or rest or whatever, that's not his decision, because if you're about to take off, you're not about to have the kind of game that he just had. And we've heard, I don't know if y'all watch all the other like podcasts and stuff like that, but a lot of times players are telling us like, bro, players want to play. We want to be out there. 9 times out of 10, that's them. They say it all the time. CJ has even said it. He gets to the arena, he looks on the board, he's sitting. What the fuck is going on? They say that all the time. So like, that's why I think this is a problem the way it is, because you can't punish a player, because if you punish the player gonna be like, nah, bro, my GM is telling me to sit. Now you got to talk to him, because you're not about to take my bread when when my bosses who pay me are telling me to sit. And with Jimmy Butler, we know how Miami goes. They've come out and said it 2-3 years in a row. They don't try to the playoffs. So it's understandable why they want, knowing that is in their mind, because they've already said that. They've been said that. Knowing that that's in their mind, it makes it a lot more believable that you're going to sit him game 3 as a team decision. And it makes a lot more sense as to why we're not seeing punishments, because shit, how can you if you punish that player, immediately they throw in the team under the bus, because you are not about to take 20, 50, 60K from me when I'm wanting to play.
Like rightfully so. If the GM or whoever is telling him to sit, then that's where the fine got to go, because what is we doing?
No, that's what I'm saying.
And I'm just confused, like, why. I'm just confused, like, why they're sitting now of all times. Because, like, bro, for one, it's too early in the season, and like, at least from me watching as a viewer, I don't know if you guys think the same, but like, bro, there's a lot of players and a lot of teams, and even great players that are still like maybe in a way in preseason form, or they're not like. Do we realize the regular season started? Like, I don't know if people like playing actually realize
people bought too far into that. It's a marathon.
I've seen like way too many high turnover games. The game I went to, bro, Jokic had 9 turnovers. LeBron has had 8 in the game this year. Booker had like 6. Durant had like 7. I think Mitchell had like 6. I think Anthony Edwards had a game where he had 5. Friggin' Xavier Tillman had 5 in a game. Okay, like everyone is just like turning the ball over. They're getting in foul trouble. I think Scoot had like 6 fouls and he had like 4 turnovers or something. Right? Like it, and I get it, he's a rookie. That's a little different. But like, I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people that are still in preseason form to rest now when you're trying to like build off the start of your season. This is what training camp and like all this stuff was for. It's like, it's just like, it's a weird imbalance. So I know you said like, you know, they don't try as much in the regular season because they'll try in the playoffs. And I get that, but it's like, you also got to get there, you know. Yeah. Let's not forget they were in the play-in last year, and they were a couple minutes away from not making the playoffs, right? So
you say?
Well, wait, so I do say they were losing with 3 minutes.
He loves to say that. I hear it once a week.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Gabe, hey Gabe, I ain't said this, but I'm rocking with the little Randy Orton beard you kind of growing. It's reminding me a lot of Randy when he started to grow it, and I rocks with it, bro. If ain't nobody else gonna tell you, I will.
I'm in my pro wrestler era, bro. I'm trying to listen, bro. But the girl says she liked it, bro. So I was like, oh damn, I guess I gotta keep it, even if I don't like it or not, man. You know what they say.
Happy
about
wife,
it.
happy life.
You know what they say, bro.
Hey,
I got a
feel
question.
me?
I got a question for you guys, right? To fix this player resting stuff, and Mo said it started with LeBron. It really started with Greg Pop when he was sitting his old Tim Duncan and old Tony Parker and them boys.
Them
But I
niggas
have a
was
question.
old though. That's a little bit understandable.
But I got a question. So for a play that a team decides to rest a player, right? Instead of them deciding to rest him for one game, the league penalizes that player and he can't play for the next like 3-4 games. How do you feel about that?
That's
Shit,
OD.
I guess
as
he's
fuck.
I guess
That's
he's rested even
counterintuitive,
more.
I'm not gonna lie. That's
Because
counterintuitive.
that's counterintuitive. What the
If they
hell?
want to
Yeah,
take it
I
there,
guess, like,
if they want to
You
take it
think
there,
that
let's
guy's
take it there.
complaining? He asked
the
for
whole
rest.
the whole idea.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Jay's basically just saying like, well, if we gonna make it like if we're gonna enforce it, then enforce it. Like, don't just say, oh, we're gonna
That's
put up this
still-
rule and the rule not doing nothing.
Yeah, he got a sore
But
ankle. All
in
right,
the
let's
80
make sure he's good for the next time.
But
he plays.
Jay, my
think
thing with that is
Go ahead,
it's an
Mo.
82 game season. If this was 170 whatever like baseball play, all right, you want to sit, sit for 2 games, 2-3 games at a time. You could maybe get away with that. You can't do that. It's a stars driven league. It's an 82 game season. You sit out 1 game, now all of a sudden you got to sit out 3. Well, what if that 3 turned into all right? Well, 2 weeks later he got to sit. All right, that's another 3. That shit gonna add up. And
Or it'll stop it, or it will stop it.
I just hate
that's a slippery slope though, because
nuances.
that's a slippery
to
slope
who
because
can
there's always a
rest.
human element to it. So what if they had a legitimate reason to sit? League said, nah, fuck that. 3 games, sit. Now you want to sit. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that, it do happen. These leagues is not perfect. They fuck up a lot.
But
I think the rules, even though they seem specific, they're just too lenient on who can rest. It's like, well, if it was someone who was an all-star or all-NBA in the last 3 years, but as long as they're not over 35, it's like, bro, it's like there's players that maybe they've never been an all-star. Like someone like a Brandon Ingram, right? He doesn't qualify under that, right? So the Pelicans, if they really wanted, they could rest Zion. He's their star because they could rest 1 a game. They could rest Ingram. They could rest CJ because he never made the all-star team. They could rest They could rest their whole freaking team if they really wanted. But someone, maybe that has, multiple stars, like look at the Timberwolves, right? They have Gobert, Cat, and Anthony Edwards that fall under that. They can only rest like 1 of them if they're all playing. Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, but let's be clear. The league does not give a fuck about the fans that attend the game. This is strictly for nationally televised games so they can get a new CBA.
I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, and y'all might not like this. Like, I agree with y'all are saying about the rule and stuff, and if you're going to enforce it, but I don't have no gripes about people resting, bro. I'm not going to lie. Like, though, yes, I do want to see them hoop and stuff like that. I also, like Mo said, there's a human element to it. We got to realize a nigga could play on a Monday night at 9:00 p.m., be done, get ready to actually, because they might travel. They might just go on a road trip the next night and travel that whole next day. You get no rest. Then you got to play that night once you are where you are. So, like, that's a lot on a person's body, even a professional athlete who's in tip-top shape. So, like, you shaking your head, Mo, but I mean, not Mo, Jay. You shaking your head, but I'm telling you now, as a nigga, and I was in high school. I wasn't no grown-ass man. As a nigga that has driven 5 hours to go to 5 hours, not a flight where you on 5 hours sitting down. No, driven 5 hours, had to play a game, woke up the next morning, got to play another game. That's a lot. And I was in high school, so I can only imagine when you're playing the best of the absolute best. Like, that shit is a lot on a person and a body. Like, that's crazy.
All right, but say I give you an $8 million check, right? I give you $8 million check to make that sacrifice.
There's 2 times I would hate the resting thing.
I said I understand it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I understand it too. The only 2 times it's annoying, especially annoying, like for the longevity of the season, is 1, bro, if it's like the end of the year and like you need to win a game and you're resting just to like get like, okay, maybe we can get like the 6th seed instead of like the 4th seed. Like, bro, like if that's the case, play. Like, I don't care for this, like, oh, we're trying to dodge this team. Like, bro, if you're trying to dodge teams to get in the playoffs, bro, you're not winning the championship. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
Who did
and then
that?
the other thing is too,
seasons ago. Who did that?
Luka and fucking Kyrie last year did it for one.
Yeah, and
no, they
but
didn't.
the Clippers did do it, but they didn't win.
Fuck outta
And
here.
granted,
Yeah,
they had
that shit made
injuries.
me so.
but
And
that
they
shit
were
was
in the
whack. That shit
playoffs,
was whack
and
as
they
fuck.
were in.
It
That's
got
what
them
made it
Derek
worse.
Lively. It got them.
I don't
Derek
give a
Lively.
fuck about none of that. They were. That's. I agree with you, Garrett. That's when it is annoying because they
But
were
and
in the playoffs.
the other thing is too, the other time it's annoying is if like you're literally going to the game. That's never really happened to me where
I
it's
don't
like
really care about
it's
that.
resting. But bro, if I'm going to a game, then it's annoying on a personal level. Like I know they're not going to care because like bro, there's 82 games. But like bro, I'd hate to, especially like some people might only go to like 1, 2, 3 games like ever,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, I want to see LeBron, I want to see Curry, I want to see Durant, Kawhi, and then they're resting.
Yeah,
Bro,
I mean
if
that's
buy
annoying,
a
especially
ticket-
coming from in New York. Knicks tickets compared to Nets tickets are so different. To get like in the
too.
nosebleeds and MSG is like $230.
That's
But if
Bro,
I
if
was in
someone's
the
resting at a
Barclays-
Bulls home game, like I would be annoyed. Like I would be less
Like a
annoyed if it's a
motherfucker,
Pacers home
bro.
game because that's cheaper or something. But bro, Bulls tickets are more expensive. Like if you're resting against them, I literally went to a Bulls game once. Levine didn't play. He had like an injury or something like that. But like Levine didn't play. Markkanen didn't play. This was like a while ago. Chris Dunn didn't. Otto Porter didn't. Wendell Carter didn't. CJ McCollum was on the Trailblazers. He didn't play. This is when Nurkic was injured with that like that big leg injury. Oh, the only one who played really was Dame. And he didn't even play that long. Like he kind of like half went through the motions, and the Blazers still won by 30. Horrible game. We had freaking guys like Brandon Sampson starting.
Who?
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild. That's
Brandon
wild.
Sampson and Shaquille Harrison and dudes.
Shit ridiculous,
Man,
bro.
I'm usually pro resting too. I'm not gonna lie. Like just
Why
when
y'all
you look at
pro-resting?
like, because listen, bro, you see so many times these players like aren't showing up and they're not playing in the playoffs, or they're just so banged up once it comes playoff time. And I'm like, bro, if your team is good enough to get there without even needing this guy to step on the court, but he's just there enough to where you have a good flow and you have a good chemistry built with him, so it's not like this weird adjustment period. At the end of the day, if you can win without him or you can afford that loss and you're fine playing whoever you have to play in the playoffs, when it's time to play the highest level of ball, I know that guy's going to be ready to go. We saw like if LeBron was getting more load managed last year because the Lakers weren't like dog ass for the first half of the season, maybe he doesn't mess up his foot and he doesn't come into the playoffs banged up and play worse. So like other stuff like that, like the Pelicans, every time they get to April, their guys are never ready. They're always banged up. Even Embiid, for as much as he does rest, Embiid gets to the playoffs, he's always banged up. So it's like if these guys are able to rest and play more sporadic minutes throughout the season and the team is still good enough to get there without him, when the highest level of basketball is being played, they're there and we get to see the best product when it really matters. Because let's be honest, half these games are on League Pass. If you're resting national TV, that's one thing. Bro, if you're resting game 42 of the regular season on League
on
Pass,
a random Tuesday night,
I don't give a fuck.
Tuesday at 7 p.m. ish day.
Like, bro, you're telling me we got fucking Warriors Lakers on national TV and some fucking player on New Orleans is resting that night. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody's watching that game.
Literally.
It's not some fucking player. It's one of the stars players.
But it is. But
Bro,
listen, when it's a
that's
League Pass
a little
game,
different. But
when it's a League Pass game, though, like,
I mean, you don't know. It's not for the League Pass watchers though. It's the guys in the arena. It's for the fans in the arena.
And
And
I'm gonna
that
tell you
does
this.
suck,
I'm
but,
gonna tell you this now.
it
90% of them fans in the arena don't give a good goddamn fuck about them players. And I'm gonna be honest. They have no clue what goes on that basketball court besides ball and basket. Stop him from putting ball in basket. Everything else, they have no clue. So why the hell should the players think about it that deeply?
I think it's dependent on what arena. I think that's dependent on what arena it is.
I think it
Yeah,
depends
that
on
is
the
true.
fan base, bro.
There's some-
If you're at a
That's very
Lakers
true, 'cause,
game,
I was
At least
about to
in the
say, I went to
Bulls-
a Lakers Heat game, bro. Like 4 or 5 dudes sat, and I was so heated because it was like $700 a ticket, bro. That was the worst experience of my fucking life, bro. It was.
Not-
Would have been mad.
In
Yeah,
a game
it
like
was
that,
mad as
for
fuck that they
sure.
said you
Well,
spent all that
bro,
money on that damn
Heat
ticket.
fans don't care. Like,
Not LA fans don't
Them
give a
niggas
fuck.
show up
do they?
late to their own shit. They don't give a fuck.
Heat
But
fans
it was
don't
it was just
care.
the fact that it was Miami and Braun
Nah, for
and
sure.
LA and like
I
it
would
was
argue
all
from-
that all
Bro,
together.
from being in that Grizzlies game the other day, I don't know how much Grizzlies fans like really know or
Was
like
they
care like that.
was they not there for real?
But there were like a ton of like drunk people, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just going," and then they're like, who's he? Like
That's
this
crazy.
one lady like had no idea like who it was, and like you could just tell everyone was just like wasted or something. Like
That's I ain't gonna lie. Number one, that's probably just the culture there. Number two, that shit probably swag. I'm not gonna lie.
bro,
Just
that
going
arena
and
was
not
pretty
knowing
empty.
what the
Too,
fuck.
I'm not gonna lie.
That'll probably be me at like a hockey game, just drunk, don't know what the fuck going on.
How'd you
That
like
arena
that
was
arena, Garrett? Because I like that arena a lot aesthetically. I feel like
I
it was
like
really,
I
really
do
nice.
like the arena. I think the arena is nice. I just felt like there wasn't a whole lot of really people there. Like it honestly, like
Damn.
bro, and I even said this from being in Memphis, like it didn't feel like near. First of all, it's not near anywhere where Chicago is, but like even cities like Cleveland and Milwaukee and like Minneapolis, like it's not even like that.
You gotta try to go to a game when they have everybody though, because I think it's probably really, really popping when Ja and everybody is there. Because like when I've watched games on TV at least, and they have Ja, they have Brandon Clark, everybody. Yeah, I was gonna say it seemed lit as hell in Memphis, but I mean you never know.
I was gonna say I had a question, but I also forgot that Ja was suspended. But yeah,
do y'all think Ja will come back to be able to save them? Because I was saying, yeah, because when I was
terrible right now,
like
they
the
look
TikTok
awful.
said,
They look awful, bro.
I've been had him at 10.
Hey,
Jay was with me. Jay was with me.
You're gonna be wrong because they're gonna be 15.
And listen, bro, they just don't have they don't have the paint presence. Like Jaren is a great defensive piece, and he can swing it a lot, but just by himself. But like he's not a big rebounder. He's not a big
rebound.
He can't
he's
shoot.
not a big rebounder. So like they don't have any rebounding. There's nobody really scoring outside of Bane.
They're bringing in Biyombo after Game 5. That's what Sham said. Or the planning too.
Oh wow, Bismack Biyombo for sure.
Biyombo,
he can rebound. Bro, every year, bro, or every other
year,
year, Bismack Biyombo gets signed to a team, and
he gives some good minutes. Yeah, I was gonna say,
nah, bro. I watched enough Phoenix Suns in the playoffs.
Was he on that finals team giving decent minutes
for the Suns? Right?
Yeah, I think he got signed late in the year.
Hey,
maybe,
put in Kenny Lofton, bro. What are they doing?
He's not tall enough. He needs height, bro. He needs height, and he needs to lose some lbs.
Steph, they need anything they could get at this point.
You're 100% right, because Kenny Lofton, he needs height and needs to lose weight. And it just,
that dude's large. I heard he's the heaviest guy in the NBA now.
Over Zion?
Over Zion and
you're a dickhead.
No. I literally just saw that today. Like it said, like he's weighs the most in the league.
That sounded like a Garrett troll take, though. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I literally saw that.
That's like what the fuck? Yeah, I'm sure.
Like,
but
let me see if I can find it.
So he's pushing 300. He gotta be pushing 300.
But what I was gonna say regarding them is
he's probably over 300.
He is over 300. That's
like
what in the post at least.
Minimum. But like they're probably gonna lose to Dallas tonight, which I think makes them 0-4. I was saying he literally is, because he's 6'6" and he chose the wrong sport.
Lost it?
Yeah, he could have had a mean kickback.
Grizzlies, he on the Titans right now.
He should have Taylor Lewan's job right now. But
sure. I don't even think Taylor Lewan got a job.
He don't. He tore his. Well, the doctors fucked up his ACL surgery. That's why he's suing the Tennessee doctor. But anyway, like I was saying, it's bad for this team though. Like I was saying it in my weekly recap video. Like they're gonna be good, better when Ja gets back and stuff like that. But like the East is, not the East. The West is so thick and it's so strong. Those 3-4 games, this 0-4 start they're gonna go on is gonna be huge because of the fact that there's gonna be so many teams separate by one game. And to Gabe's point, they're probably a 10 seed strictly because you start the season 0-4 in a West that isn't the West last year, where you could be like a Lakers team and have a surge late in the season. Like,
what seed you predicting, Steph? I don't know if you said it before, but.
Like now or what I predicted before?
Playoff team right now.
I don't think they're a playoff team, bro.
I think the West is so Grizzlies. Right now, they're not a playoff team.
Oh no,
the West is so strong. They're not gonna be able to recover, bro. It's just
their bench is horrible. You know what I mean? And like
That too.
And that's the
They
thing.
lost
It's
all
like,
the support pieces they had.
it
Yeah,
just
no,
feels
How
like
much
Tyus
Ja
too.
gonna save
Jones?
this team when he
Tyus
It
gets
just
Jones
feels
going?
like
was
too
lost.
like,
Dylan Brooks.
and I'm a
Dylan
and I'm a big
Brooks.
I'm a big D Rose guy. It's like, well, today he didn't really play that well. Like, bro, if he doesn't have like a great game off the bench, and then if Jaren doesn't give you 20, if Marcus Smart doesn't give you 20, Bane doesn't give you like 25, maybe 30, Zaire Williams needs to give you 10, Tillman needs to have like a double-double, and then they could win.
That's
You know what I
asking
mean?
a lot from a lot of bums.
That's asking a lot from like, well,
Some
come on,
bum
bro.
ass niggas.
Some of
Okay,
yeah,
so
but
again,
That's not it. Put it
not
long
sure.
term,
question
bro.
is,
Like what? He could have hurt.
when Ja does come back, he don't fix all of them problems with the team,
He
which is
doesn't.
why
He don't
It's
read
just
the
like-
hound.
bro, I think like
originally
John
I had them
Conchar,
in-
like John Conchar is a perennial 2 or 3 point scorer every game. I think his career low is 2 and his
Hey, he
career high
good
is
for that
3.
one bucket though, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
Yo,
shout-
consistent.
Zaire
He's
Williams.
consistently trash.
Shout to Zaire Williams. He's been hooping though.
He has been hooping.
He's had his moments. He's been rebounding well. I'll give him that
let
for
me
sure.
let me get back to my point from earlier. I had them originally was like, yeah, they're a team that I could see, making the playoffs without having to go through the play-in. And then when I reassessed, I was like, that 25 games, that's a lot. That's still a question if this team was going to be as good as they were without Ja previous. They're not. And we see that even with the addition of Marcus Smart, cool. You lost Dylan Brooks. You lost your second best defender. You lost Tyus Jones off the bench. And those was two guys that made it work when Ja Morant was out. So, again, this 25 games, these motherfuckers they probably going to be sporting a sub 500 record. I don't know how much he's going to improve the team, obviously, and they're going to look a lot better. But it's only so much you can do. They still going to be dropping games because you're going to lose games with Ja. You're going to lose games without Ja. You're going to lose more without Ja now.
The thing is,
It's
say
like
too,
when
like, they haven't given a chance I don't get Taylor Jenkins rotations, and Grizzlies fans are already upset with him too, but like it hasn't even really been like that missing piece, like who's filling in for Dylan Brooks? It's been Smart. Who's been filling in really for Tyus Jones? It's been Rose. Like for the most part, they've played pretty well compared to the rest of the guys on this team. It's like, bro, Bane needs to, I feel like Bane thinks he's trying to do a little too much, and he should be the number one option, but like I feel like maybe he's trying to exert himself in ways that he shouldn't. Like, just let the game come to him a little bit.
Like putting the ball on the floor unnecessarily when you're not that guy.
And Jaren, like, I feel like Jaren needs to come to a point where like he can develop an offensive game inside. You know what I mean? Like, he loves to hang on the perimeter. That's just not who he is. He can hit the shot, but like that's just not who he needs to be. And I just don't know. Like some of these other guys, like I said on the bench, like they're too inconsistent. And like they don't hit open shots. I don't know how many times I could have counted between Tillman, Roddy, and Jake LaRavia, how many times those guys drop a pass. Like you're in the NBA and you can't catch a pass. Like and you can't do anything about that. I'm at the point where I'm saying, bro, put Jacob Gilyard in the game because at least he has some talent. He might be shorter than Jay, but at least he has some talent.
That's crazy. That's a Wall Street. That's
Garrett,
a Wall
this
Street.
motherfucker Garrett always going like deep as fuck in the depth chart to find some random ass player to talk about. You funny as hell.
He was on the team last year though.
No, but I'm saying in general, you be going to like the 14th man. Like his ass don't even get minutes, bro. Why do you know he's on the team?
But it's just like annoying because I know all these guys in practices like at least have some moments where it's like they're cooking and like maybe for a stretch of games, like you've heard some NBA players will say like even though you need to have like a great week of practice or great weeks of practice before you get a real chance in the game. And it's like, bro, if the product on the court sucks for the most part, like filter out some of these guys who can't catch a pass or can't hit an open shot,
Me personally, I think what will save the Grizzlies season is like what Garrett said. Jaren Jackson Jr. needs to take that next step. I don't think he has. Yeah, he won Defensive Player of the Year, but what'd you say?
He was averaging like 15 a game before tonight.
Disgusting, bro. I mean, yeah, he just won a Defensive Player of the Year, but me personally, I don't think he's the best defensive player in the league. I think he needs to take another step overall in his game, be more diverse and versatile offensively within the arc. We know he can hit the outside shot, but we need to see what we saw from him against the Lakers in the first round when Ja Morant wasn't in, because he looked fucking phenomenal. At some points, he looked like he could be the Memphis Grizzlies' best player. I mean, where is that guy? He needs to show up, bro.
We should have known the Grizzlies weren't going to win today after Luka got snubbed of all player of the week.
Dude, Luka's been.
Steph, you're muted. Steph, you're muted.
You're muted, Steph.
Who got player of the week?
Well, Jokic, but I think Luka.
Nah, yeah, I was gonna say Luka wins.
Jokic had a good week, but Luka deserved it more.
He did, and I was saying this despite the name of the teams that Dallas has played. If you look at who they played, like who's on those rosters, they're okay defensive teams. So, and it reflected in their first 2 games because their scores were pretty relatively low and close scoring games. But I don't know. I mean, I
Luka's
guess
outside shooting. Like I know
Bro.
he's always been like he always turns it up in the clutch. Like he's like a 32% from 3 guy, and as soon as you get to crunch time, he's like a 50% from 3 guy. Like it's insane,
his shot making.
He's just doing it so consistently.
He threw that one like just over. Like
I was the hook shot, bro.
I was watching. This motherfucker's not a good shooter, and then you watch him play, and he had just pulled some shit out like that, and he do that constantly.
3.5 quarters.
Always at the end of the game.
I was watching the Nets. I was watching the Nets game, and the effortless just shot making he has is like it's so crazy to marvel at. Like
slow ass tempo.
Bro, it's so
Cam Thomas
beautiful.
at the duel of the ages, man.
Like I love.
I got a faster crossover than that nigga Luka.
I think Luka. I think because when we talk about pretty and aesthetically pleasing jump shots, I think Luka is slept on in that department. I'm one of those people. I like the players that don't jump too much on a jumper, and he's one of those where he don't jump much. It's effortless. His guide hand always is right here.
Shot, don't you?
Hell no. Because he leans. I don't like that lean. If he stayed straight up and just did it, it would be fine. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that because he does like this. I don't like that. Luka,
he could be standing straight up here, make it a fatal.
Oh God, but Luka's straight in line with it.
How you do that, Garrett?
But when Luka gets here every time, it doesn't necessarily look like he's extending his arms. It looks like he just flicks that bitch, and it's every time it's same guide hand. It's so beautiful.
It might be because he looks stocky too. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That makes sense. It makes sense.
It do make sense. We got anything else before I segue us smoothly into the next and final topic, which would be
we got a little sidetracked, but all we're gonna say is, bro, Adam Silver, you're not that guy.
I forgot about this. We were talking about the fucking players resting. Yeah.
Hey, that's how soft. Hey, that's how soft you are, Adam Silver. We couldn't even stay on topic about you.
That shit crazy. Adam Silver, bro. The players talking crazy in the group chats about you. What are you going to do?
Barnacle boy,
they never do this shit today.
Barnacle boy is crazy.
Permanent side.
Him and David Stern were Barnacle boy and
Mermaid Man, bro.
Mermaid Man. That's crazy.
Hold on.
Now y'all gonna have black.
He's a Robin, bro. He's not him. Adam Silver is a Pippin. He's not an MJ.
Adam Silver.
Bro, he's like a slim Howie Mandel. All right, let's go. Let's move forward.
Hold on, I had to write that down. That's a TikTok right there. But yeah, final topic. The stream thumbnail, you see it. The in-season tournament courts actually got revealed to us earlier. It was earlier today, right? I woke up and saw that earlier today.
Our ass.
Hey,
ugly.
Listen, we gonna get our thoughts on it.
Come on,
I'm gonna bring them up on stream. I do have to pull them up. So
I got you.
Let me,
because I actually got the vertical monitor, so it'll actually.
Oh yeah, see,
bro, I'm a fan of them. Like you guys might not like it, but hear me out. Like,
bro, we're gonna go through them. We're gonna go through them and give our opinions.
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, I like the aesthetic of doing something new with the core.
Take it off screen real quick. Let's.
Oh yeah, you guys good. The only thing, like, I would say is, like, is it gonna lead to, like, I don't know the way they're gonna, like, portray it. Is it just gonna be like a camera from the top, like how they've done, like, in the bubble and stuff like that, or like is it actually going to be on the court? Because if it's actually on the court, like, well, then our player is going to be slipping. Because I know that was like one of the biggest things, like when they had like stickers like on the floor, like for the finals, like years back. And if that's the case, it's like that you're not, like, I feel like you don't have to go all out, but like I would like a little bit more like representation on the court for the finals then, or the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like if they're going to go all out for this little measly 2-game in-season tournament, bro, what about the actual cup that matters? You
Wait,
know?
I have one question. So this is going to be held in Vegas strictly, right?
No.
Just
So
the
the
final,
games,
like 4.
the pool
Oh,
games
okay.
are every Tuesday. So whatever, if it's
And
a
Friday,
Tuesday
right?
game, if it's a Tuesday or Friday game, it's gonna be a game for seeding. And then once it gets to the final 4 or whatever, that's when they go to Vegas for those games. But everything's played at their arenas and stuff. This is why they have the courts.
Okay.
I think that when there's final
Mhm.
8 too, because like 8 teams make it, I think those games are still played on their court. Like
Yeah.
if you're a home team, like you could get like a 3rd game there. But I just think like if they're gonna go all out for this, like maybe spice it up a little bit for like the playoff. Like, bro, bring back the way the playoffs used to look. Bro, remember
Bring back
that Pistons
the
series when
finals
they had the
decal.
trophy
It
behind
was
and
so
stuff?
beautiful.
Bro,
So
that was
beautiful.
so
And
nice.
the curse
in
of script.
04. Yes.
Yeah, I think
yes.
the Celtics they did it too when they
Oh, yeah.
won. Like,
They did
it's
it. The
08.
Celtics did it. The Lakers did it, and the Pistons. Those were the 3 most like iconic ones that I remember the most.
Maybe the
but
Heat too or something like that. Like in 06.
I think so. Yeah, but like the thing
Yeah.
about that and why I think they should and could bring it back, like you were saying, Gary, it was stickers back then. It's not that anymore. They have courts
Yeah.
now where they're painting that on, putting the laminate on top, and then they're piecing the court together. Like we've seen montages, of course,
That's
being
what
put
they
together.
did with the Remember last season when the Bucks was using that weak ass blue court for the long.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is up with that court?
You didn't like that court?
Well, no, it was cool, but like they kept using that bitch, and they was wearing it with their regular jerseys. I didn't.
That's
like
how
it.
Golden State was doing.
Yeah,
the Hornets had one like that too. I think
they did,
Wait,
but I like all the Hornets aesthetics. I ain't gonna lie.
Sure. All right, so did everybody get a general thoughts on like the courts? I like the idea. I like the idea of the courts. Some of them execution is a little iffy, and we're gonna go through that. But before we do, let's everybody get their opinions on the courts first, like just overall.
I think they're ugly. I'm not gonna lie. Like we talked about earlier, Mo, they look like 2K my team courts. I think they're just doing too much. It may be me.
Hey, your team, not my team. My courts look beautiful.
The Knicks one look good.
My
too.
courts be hard.
The Knicks one look good too.
I don't know what you're playing on, but
no, he's talking about my team.
Like 2K.
Oh shit.
No. Yeah, what Garrett and I are saying is that we build some nice courts for our.
Yeah, we build nice. I don't know what you're building over there. I don't know what Jay's cooking.
I use the regular ones.
See, yeah, you're not really built like that.
When I was playing, I used to build courts.
Tomato.
But I don't know. It may just be me used to the regular wood courts, but I just feel like they're just doing too much with it. I mean, it could be cool. Mm-hmm. Like I told Mo, I mean, when I'm looking at it on court and they're playing on the court, maybe I'll have a different opinion on it. But right now, I don't like it. I feel like they're doing too much.
Yeah, for me, I was a guy who I usually like the city edition courts like a lot. Just the different designs and the way that they match the different jerseys. Like Toronto would always bring out like the black and gold court, and I'm like, dude, this looks sick with the New Jersey concepts and all that. But like for me, just the big like stripe in the middle concept, and especially when it's like these super bright contrasting colors, I just feel like I don't know if the viewing experience is going to be great. Like for me, super colorful courts versus like one that has like colors in the paint or like around the outside, and it's just like even different colors of wood. Like the Brooklyn Nets, like they've had like kind of like the gray hardwood forever, right?
It like, just kind of looked like what they used.
And I like that a lot. But I'm saying like their normal court, like you can go beyond just having like wood colored courts and it can look cool. Sure. But I just feel like having these like bright neon colors all over the court it's just like a little much. Like once again, like just having the big stripe that goes across the whole middle, not really a fan of that design.
I'm a fan of the idea, not the execution for all of them. Steph.
Yeah, that's pretty much my kind of takeaway. I like the idea. I'm a guy that's always been huge on jersey concepts, mascots, logos. Like I've always loved those different nuances about jerseys. Like I have some of my favorite jerseys ever from, you get Bullets jerseys to the Toronto Huskies jerseys. Like shit, look at my jersey. Yeah, I was gonna say these are my first 2 NBA jerseys as a grown adult. Like of course I had the young Braun Melo jersey. No. As an adult, these are my first 2 jerseys. This goes to show what I like about jerseys. I like the out there kind of jerseys. And to Gabe's point, I like the course that matched with them, some of them. What I don't like is, one, it keeps changing year to year. is stupid.
Yeah,
we've always hung our hat on having a retro jersey that our team wears 3, 4, 5 times a year that we absolutely love when they play that game, because it's probably on Christmas Day, Thanksgiving, on a big day where it's good basketball, good hoops, good vibes. We're getting too much of it, and the execution is just getting more and more I won't even say unoriginal. I call it uninspiring.
I would say unoriginal.
No, I wouldn't even call it that. I would call it uninspiring. I would say that's even worse. Gimmicky actually. As well, because like Gabe was saying, that strip in the middle, like 90% of these courts would have been okay with the base color that they had. Keep the trophy cup, have everything how it is. Take that strip of color out the middle. Most of them would have been okay, and we would have been like, it's an adjustment, but it's fine. But that strip kills it. Then again, to Gabe's
fucking
yeah. Some of them, it's like, this is ridiculous. Like Golden State's, you got a brown court with a bright ass gold strip in the middle. Like, bro,
look at the Pelicans. The Pelicans,
I hated
absolutely fucking terrible.
It looked like a piece of dookie with a corn in it, bro. Like in a Minecraft game. Like it's if it was pixelated, you would think that was dookie with a gold nugget in it. Like seriously, but like some of these teams are cool though. I'm not gonna lie. Like Indies, I love the Pacers because that's something different. Man. I get it, but again, like it is. But here's the thing: the jerseys that go with that, I don't think I haven't seen them, but I don't think they're too crazy. Now you get to a team like the Lakers, and Mo, I said this earlier, that piss yellow court with a team who doesn't wear white jerseys, our home jerseys are yellow. Bro, I'm already blind as it is. That is about to be the worst viewing experience ever, bro. A home game on that yellow court with yellow jerseys, it's nasty.
I think they'll figure out a way to like. So if it's like a yellow court, they're probably gonna be wearing like purple jerseys or like some other type of jersey color. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they would do that where it overlaps.
Our home, we don't have white jerseys. That's what I'm saying, though.
I know.
We literally don't have them.
I feel like it's come to the point too where like white jerseys seem to be the norm for home uniforms, but like in recent years it's been a little bit more mixed. You know what I mean? Like you could wear a home jersey that's like the away team wears white jerseys sometimes now. I hate. So that. I don't know. I mean,
I get what you're saying, but like
I agree with you. I hate it too. Like, but I'm just saying like that's just what teams wear. And for a couple games, maybe they could, especially because it's like it's not like a back-to-back type of thing, like tournament. Like you're playing like maybe one game on like a Friday at home, and then like you don't play the next home game for another like 10 days. So you could maybe wear that jersey twice. But the other thing I will say, like to Gabe's point, like about the aesthetic, like the viewing experience, like I don't know if it looks weird for sure because it's like we're just seeing the court and we're seeing it like on a colored like just kind of like on a like diagram, you know what I mean? Yeah, like I don't think the like saturation of the colors is going to be as like bright as we think. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it might be a little bit toned down, so it's not going to look as crazy. I'm sure they probably I'm sure they probably like held a camera up there, like where you can see like from the game from, and they're probably like looked at like what the court pieces looked like when they were on, and it's like, all right, do we like this or do we not? You know what I mean? Like I don't think they just like drew it up and they're like, screw it, let's do it. Like I'm sure they tested it somehow, you know.
Garrett, then again, it probably was like that, but like I didn't like hardly any of the city edition jerseys, and those had to go through design process and shit like that. It's probably a little bit more strict with the court, I'm assuming. But again, they went along with the city edition jerseys. So
here's my question.
Like the city edition is that like we've seen jerseys that have like great inspiration, like Steph said, like jerseys that have kind of gone outside the box a little bit. Like courts, it's like every single court has been like, just like the regular wood floor, and then like the paint is like a color of whatever one of the prominent team colors is for that team. So it's like it's something different. Like, and I respect them like going outside the box for it for sure. I just think like if they're going to do something like that, I agree with you guys. The strip looks weird, but I think if they're going to go outside the norm for that, like then I think maybe for the playoffs, like they don't got to go like full color, like full green or full blue or whatever, But like I would like to see them maybe at least bring back. And maybe like even add a little more something like special for like the finals or like the playoffs or something like that. Even if it's on a wood floor.
For sure. Hey, Steph, we all gave our opinions. So let's look at these courts and look at them individually.
Don't build a court.
Only you and
Definitely,
Steph are gonna look at
some
the
of these
courts.
shits is terrible. Some of these shits is terrible. But I like my teams, so that's really all I care about. I like my teams.
Yeah, I like my teams
I
too.
have to
be
agree with
honest you.
Can you wait, that's a little awkward. Hey, can we fix this on the fly? Hold on, I'm trying to
Here, I'll
see.
do this.
Oh wait, oh that's nice.
Yeah,
Can we I don't know if we can move us down.
Yeah, we got it. We had fixed
That's
this.
fine. We're not going to be on this that long.
That's the Hawks one.
The Hawks.
Yeah.
I like that one. I
like
I
the
got a
Hawks
question though. What's the point? Like, I think it would be a lot better if they didn't put the cup here. Like, it's redundant as hell. You have the cup here.
Why
in
does the cup
paint.
look like it's missing half the ball?
Because it is half the ball. It's literally a cup.
I know, but it's like.
Do y'all
it's
like
like
the design of the cup? I like it.
I like it, but my question is
Yeah.
like, why does the paint have the cup? Because it's like redundant. It's on the court 3 times.
If they're gonna
Yeah.
do that, like at least put. That's why I was looking at that because I'm like, if it was an actual trophy, it'd have like a basketball on the top, like the top part of the paint, like maybe make that like a different color or something. If you're gonna do something like that, like it just looks weird like that, you know.
I actually like it more in
They
the
would all
paint than
look
in the
better
middle. Like I think that's really.
Okay.
I think it's actually really clever putting it in the paint like that. Like I think.
kinda
Yeah,
like it
I see what
too.
you're saying, Gabe. Because like I think what made the Larry O'Brien great being in the center of the court was the fact of his obscurity. It kind of hangs to the side a little bit. It's not
wasn't
straight up and
symmetrical.
down like the. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't figure out the word, but this is symmetrical, so it looks kind of weird because it's like just straight up and down. And one thing that I didn't like about some of them, not all, but like the middle logo looks like a freaking sticker that they just placed there. Like. I will see it when we get to the
in this
Lakers.
case,
Like
it
to me,
definitely
the
does
Lakers, it
look
looks weird.
I agree though with just getting rid of the strip from paint to paint. Like keep it in the paint, like that lighter color. I like that, but like from one paint to the other, like that inside area, I don't like that. And then also like the cup. And the other thing I really don't know how much I'm gonna like is like I don't know how many courts like this. I just see it for the Hawks, like that little like slogan thing below the court, like. It looks like
some of them. A lot of them have it. A few of them have it.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say anything about the Celtics one because it's literally Bill Russell. Like I feel like I'd be like a jerk, but like
I want to go to the next one or
yeah.
But some of them is I don't know about that.
I just wanted to say, why are they using Times New Roman for the court? Like that. That's a beautiful.
I do like Boston.
But Boston's court is tough. I like that.
I like the font. I like the cursive at the bottom with.
I like the Boston going over the middle instead of the the lucky the leprechaun. I like that
exactly because the leprechaun makes it look like a sticker. Like if it's that circular badge like this one, it just looks weird to me.
Yeah, looks. Yeah.
You guys think I
don't like the double TD Garden and the double State Farm Arena on the same like side. I don't like that.
Wait, do you guys think that the out of bounds should be the same color as like most of the court? I feel like that's gonna look.
They should have the color of the stripe.
Yeah, because like even on like other courts, like I'm looking at the Bucks Heat game right here, like it's green on the out of bounds, but like the whole court is like wood. So like I feel like that there's gonna be more people stepping out of bounds like on the corner than ever.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And again with these things, if we keep in the in-season tournament and they still gonna go coincide with the City Edition jerseys, these are gonna change yearly. So
see, like this shit is ass, bro. This is uninspired, bro.
This just look like they regular.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say this is uninspiring, bro. This is literally their regular court, but a little bit worse because their regular court has some other elements to it. But past that, the Nets is boring as shit. All you did was put the regular logo.
The Nets branding is just boring since they became the Brooklyn Nets.
They should have never swapped colors, bro. Their colors was great in that, and then they changed to Spurs light, except somehow.
Imagine if the court was like a lighter red, and then there was like dark blue on the outside or something like that. You know what I mean?
My goodness, that would look amazing.
It would at least look better than that. Like
Hornets is tough. I like that.
That's unique as fuck, and I like it.
Bro,
I like it.
Is the Hive alive?
Hell no.
Hive is alive.
Listen. The Charlotte Hornets have some of the best color schemes, jerseys, and all that. But the team them suck.
Bro, they messed up this court. I think
they just suck.
Putting a darker blue for most of the court, like the color of the strip, I would like if that was like most of the court, and then maybe even like a slightly lighter thing for like the strip or something. You know, like we
I get what
like
you
the
mean.
Hawks. We like the Hawks one, right? Like, bro, the Hawks,
Yeah.
like they had a lighter color on the outside
But
and an
it's
even
just
lighter. You know what I mean?
that darker color that's more unique. We don't see that a lot on teams.
That's
anyway.
true.
We
It's
see a
unique
lighter
because that
blue.
color sucks.
Nah, I feel
Nah,
like
this is a
Asian
great
blue-
color. That's a
You're tweaking.
great
That color
blue.
is beautiful.
That's a
I like
great
it a
blue.
lot.
Which one? Which one?
The dark,
one on the
both
outside,
are
on
great.
the outside.
Both are great
I like them
blues,
both.
but the darker blue is amazing. That's
I
beautiful.
feel like the dark blue, it shouldn't be like, bro, that should be like the paint color then or
The
something.
dark
Like,
blue, bro. Look at the dark blue and look at the gold on the outside with it.
Yeah, that shit is
I
beautiful.
like the gold and I like the light blue. I'm not messing with the darker blue here. This
Man, you
darker
sound like a
blue.
hater. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm just playing.
How is it?
Shit.
I'm hating
I like
color.
the one.
Like, I can't win, bro.
This
This
court
one's
beautiful.
ugly.
This is
This
nice.
shit's
That
the
court is
nice.
beautiful.
Nah, I ain't
Nah,
gonna
you
lie.
This shit's ugly,
Chicago
bro.
Bulls might be the best one I've seen so far.
I'm
Oh,
biased.
fuck
This
it,
is
bro.
the best one, bro.
This shit
I'm
is
glad
nasty,
we
bro.
win something this year.
I like
For
the
sure.
white Bulls logo. That's tough, bro.
We won't win
Bulls
this
logo's
tournament,
hard.
but
we had the
we'll win
white
the
Bulls
best court
logo
design.
on our City Edition jerseys last year, I believe. Right?
Wait, what is
Hey,
it?
at least you guys got this one because your jerseys, your city, like the Chicago City
Yeah, the
jerseys are
Mitch
the
is
worst
terrible,
ones,
bro. Okay,
Yeah,
so
they suck.
now, Steph, what you were saying? Imagine this, but well, you don't like the court, so Garrett, imagine this, but we using our regular white home jerseys. Phenomenal.
I mean, yeah, we could use our regular white home jerseys.
Nah, we gonna, bro. I'm telling you, we gonna.
We
be
could use
using
the black
weak-ass
jerseys
city.
too.
We gonna be using the
We want
weak
it.
ass City Edition jerseys. I'm telling you. So don't even get your hopes up.
A white.
I
court
think
would be
they're just
tough.
gonna figure it out. Like, there's only 2 games. Like, there's no way they're gonna put like red on red in those.
Our
games,
City Edition
you know what I
jersey is
mean?
black.
I know. I'm just saying, like, because red is one of our colors. Like, there's no way they're gonna make us wear red, or like if we were playing a team like the Pistons, which they're not even in our group, but like if we were playing a team like the Pistons, like it's gonna be blue for them and then like black for us or white for us or whatever, you know.
Yeah, we can move on to the next one. I love our court though.
I love the
This
Cleveland
is-
court.
See,
I
I
love
don't
this
know.
It looks
fucking
like a
court.
regular ass court, but I do
Yeah.
like the simplicity in it.
I
I
kinda
do
like
like
it,
the
actually.
simplicity in it as well, but I don't know.
I like the ones with word logos in the center over the
Yeah.
cup instead of like
Mhm.
this, like like you said, the circle badges. Like it just looks like
Yeah.
a sticker, but the ones that actually have the
Oh,
words
man.
on it, I feel like that goes better because like the cup in the middle is already an item. It's like an
Mhm.
item on an item or words over an item. I would take the words.
Yeah,
It's
Hey,
more reminiscent
hey.
of that
Bottom
finals
two.
logo with it.
For
you know what I'm
the
saying?
for the viewers watching, take heed to me and Gabe. We the real, like, we got the scene now. We the thumbnail editors here, so we really know what the like graphics should. No, I'm playing. I'm fucking with y'all. Look at Mo,
This
mad as
nigga
shit. we
Nigga
could go
just talking,
to.
chatting.
I like
that
this one a
is
lot.
tough.
Horrible.
That-
I
This
don't
one-
like that logo on the top. The jersey, the jersey
On the
court's
top.
cool. The
Nah,
logo
this
in
one's
the middle.
trash.
Nah,
Respect
bro,
me,
it-
nigga.
Oh god.
how the goal look in the paint, bro? That shit's tough.
Actually,
that shit's
I wish
hard.
that
Good.
the, I
Mark,
wish
Mark
that the words
Cuban,
on the
Mark Cuban spent
outside.
all his VC on this, bro.
I
They
wish
didn't,
the
but
words
they
on the
didn't use
outside were
any
the same
blue
color as
anywhere
the
else in this
inside.
court.
Nah, they
Yeah,
did it.
like
That's
the
They
blue.
did it.
What
They should
am I
use.
looking
They should
at?
use the blue on the outside words as well.
Yeah.
Is that even like a
Mhm.
Mavericks like font? Do they have that
Yes.
font on any?
Yeah.
They do. They
Yeah.
do.
That font look. That
It
font
must
look
be
good.
like a new-
I like it.
That font does
I've
look
never
good.
seen that on it, unless I've just not been paying enough attention. But
I wish
Nah,
the stripe
I
in the
think that's-
middle
I
was a
think that's
different
new.
color.
Yeah,
But-
bro,
I think
light
that's
blue
new.
would
I
have
do-
been
I do like that,
fire.
though.
That's
For
what I'm
sure.
saying, dude. Like the Hornets, like if that was a light blue, like if this was another kind of light blue, like
I
get
think
you.
it also went against some of the courts because for this first in-season tournament, I guess they wanted to have a uniform design, and I guess they're gonna keep the uniform design like color structure for them just for simplicity's sake, so that we're not having crazy ass courts out there. But it kind of hurts some of them a little bit.
What does
Oh.
5280 stand for Denver?
that's
It's
how
a-
many
it's-
miles.
it's
That's a
mile.
mile. That's how many feet are how many feet are in a mile because they're mile
Okay.
high.
Yeah, they need to stop
Okay.
using that 5280 shit. Come on, bro.
That
That
that on
jersey
the
is one of
jersey,
the
if
worst.
anything.
It's one of
Or
the
they
worst.
They got that
jerseys
on.
I've
They got
ever
that on their
seen.
jerseys, and their jerseys look like shit. That 5280 is just
Wait.
white.
Nah,
with
you
the
a hater.
It's
black
not
Bro,
the
lines.
hear-
Like
hear-
shit.
no
me
no
out.
the no. If it was numbers that were more aesthetically pleasing, like example, when we talk about Dirk's album 7220, like that's an aesthetically pleasing number to look at. 5280, that shit
Like,
looks
get the fuck
ugly.
outta here, bro.
Hear me out though. Hear me out though. What if like where the mile high basketball thing is? What if that said 5280 and then the center just had mile high? Kind of like how
Okay,
the
that-
land is.
that
I
for
could
Cleveland.
rock
It
with.
would-
better.
it probably look a
That
little
would
bit
that
better.
would have been better, but I don't know what they were thinking.
the court looks
This looked
tough
like
though.
this
Besides
looked like a
besides
Pacers
the-
court, by the way.
Like
It's
a
not
what?
bad, but it gives Pacers.
That
vibes.
looks like one of those like foreign flags. Is that Serbia's flag?
Wait, no, that's Barbados. That's Barbados.
Is
It
it?
is. It
It
is.
reminds me of IKEA, bro.
Well, I guess it is. I think there's another one though. Like
it would be if the yellow strip was vertical in the middle, it would be Barbados.
Which one is Whoa, what is IKEA? Is that Sweden?
This is Sweden without
I
the
think.
cross. This is Sweden without the cross.
I feel like there's another
jersey.
country like that that's like.
Nah, this shit is ugly. Should have made the shit
don't like
blue.
this.
Should have made the court blue. Why is it gray?
I don't even like the Detroit font on
too many gray courts,
in the middle.
bro.
I think that's ugly.
Since it got pointed out, I hate that the court and the out of bounds is the same color, bro. The apron should not be the same color.
That's what I'm saying. Like people are gonna be stepping out of bounds so much in the corner, bro.
I just think it looks ugly.
Yeah,
I agree with that too. What does that say? Wait, hold on. What did the thing say?
Platinum equity.
What is that?
It's the name of their arena. It's the name of their arena.
Platinum.
It's their arena sponsor. It's their arena sponsor.
It's not Little Caesars anymore.
Well, shit. Actually, now that you say
bro,
that,
Little Caesars is so much better when there's not
because it actually did say Little Caesars earlier when I was watching. Let me actually see.
Well, dude, it should have said
okay. So Platinum Equity is the owner's sports and entertainment. So Platinum Equity is the Pistons sports and entertainment. It's their like the entity's sports and entertainment company.
That's fucking whack. Don't put that.
No one cares about Platinum.
That nigga, bro really plugged himself. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that would have been cool if they said Detroit basketball.
That's funny as fuck.
I don't like
this shit is so nasty, bro. I really want to move past this because this shit is
it's not bad, but like
with
that yellow,
bro, it looks like a turd. Like you said, it does look like a turd. You're right, Steph. It does.
This shit sucks, bro.
So bad.
I can't believe I gotta see.
Like I think I made that
on
today in the bathroom.
Curry is about to win MVP on that. That's disgusting.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. The fact he has to play on this, I might lean toward Curry for MVP this year.
And I don't like how they did the brown with the Warriors logo.
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
Bro, I didn't know they were the Pelicans. Like what?
This whole court is, and what is this?
Wait till we get to the Pelicans.
Like
what is that shit?
I feel like this is probably gonna look better for the Pelicans.
What is this wheel shit at the bottom of the court? What
it should look like the fucking Empire logo.
Like anything Warriors.
Is that supposed to be like something with the bridge? I don't know.
I couldn't tell you, bro.
I don't know.
We gotta ask John
like
about
an interesting
that.
decal.
That's the Bay Area guy.
Is that like the Chinese logo? Like the one? Like is that what it is? Maybe it's like those Chinese logos they used to have or whatever. Like it was not the bridge, but something else was in a circle.
I know what you're talking about because they had Chinese New Year jerseys. It was Chinese
I don't
New
know.
Year.
It was something. Maybe that's. I don't think Chinese New Year's in like what, like January, February, like so.
No, I know, but I'm saying like those are what their jerseys were inspired by. So I'm saying like that's what it was.
Yeah,
I don't know
if that's what that is. Then
well, regardless, this court.
This one is okay, I guess. I like the H-Town.
This is tough.
I like it other than the strip.
The strip goes hard with it too.
I feel like that red with that blue,
bro.
This is honestly one of the ones where the strip works better.
Really?
I feel like again, this would work better as a Pistons court.
This is one of the few that the strip actually works.
I feel like low key the strip should be like a really dark red.
Hell no.
So,
I just don't associate like that color scheme with Houston.
Well, then the center would be different. I'm not saying like keep the strip that and then like keep it like H-Town with that font. Like the blue, there's like a blue outline on the text in the middle. Like you'd have to do away with that. Maybe make it like a black outline.
Nah, you just add in more colors that'll make it. Yeah.
No,
because the blue is already splashed in with some other elements, like at the bottom where it has.
I just don't like the blue at all. Like, well, turn all the dark blue into like a darker red or like a black.
You ain't got no drip, do you?
No, I just like the consistency, bro.
Let me see the clutch.
Like when has the Rockets logo ever been blue? Maybe the San Diego.
It was blue. It was blue when they had Steve Francis and Yao Ming and them.
Yeah, but that was like forever ago. And that was only for like
is they
5 or
City
6
Edition
years.
jersey not a throwback to that? Is that not what they
They
doing?
just
City
they
Edition
just
jersey?
had the H-Town
Well,
blue jerseys when John Wall was on their team. What are we talking about?
Why don't they have that like logo then or something like
They
anywhere?
just did.
Well, do you? Okay, do
They
you
No,
just
I'm
had
talking about like on the
the
court.
script.
I mean like on the court.
Wait, do you
Like-
want the logo on the court or do you want the script on the court?
Oh no, I
Bro,
like the
I feel like
H-Town.
then the
Looks good.
logo should be like right where H-Town is. Just make it smaller. I mean, they put the freaking Hawks like
Nah.
start, like face beak thing in
Yeah,
the middle.
and that one didn't look
That's
good.
just
This looked
ass.
good.
Yeah.
We said it looked good. What do you mean?
No,
Nah, I
No,
didn't
the
say
court
that.
court
looked
looked
good, but
good.
that
Not
badge
the
is
logo been
ass.
printed on there.
I thought that looked great, bro.
Shit,
I don't like
not
the. I don't know
really.
about the
Let me see
color
your
of
closet,
it, like,
bro.
but like I thought it looked good.
Nah.
I don't know.
No, thank you. Fuck no.
Bro,
This is
what
the
is
worst
this?
shit ever. This is the worst shit ever.
They turned into the Nets from like a couple years ago when they
This
had
is
the
terrible.
graffiti jerseys.
Lollipop
What the
ass
fuck is
colors.
We'll just go. We'll just go. We'll just move.
Dude,
I like
this
this
sucks,
Clippers
too.
one. What, bro?
I
Garrett,
actually,
this
no,
Clippers
I
one-
actually think that one is decent, bro.
Yeah,
I
nah,
actually think
it's
this one
not
is
bad.
decent.
You just
No.
You don't.
Here's
you don't
why
like the
it
ones that
sucks.
I feel like are so hard. That's why I'm like so confused.
Bro,
right
wait. Here's why it sucks.
Garrett
It
likes
just-
ugly courts, bro.
No. The biggest thing for me is I'm looking at center court and I'm looking at the logo first
I
before I
love
even look
that.
at the colors. Bro, the
fucking
way
love
it says
it.
clips, like I feel like there's got to be an outline color for clips. It looks like something way too like has been type of court.
It's supposed to look like it's more handwriting. The earlier days of the Clippers, they had like kind of like the handwriting kind of look. So that's why, like, if you look at the P and the S, it looks kind of weird because they've kind of always had that like in
Well, that's
their
confusing
past.
because the font on the side is like their current font.
I get that. I don't know
But
about
it's
that
like-
one, but
And then like you know what I mean? I don't know.
I just like the middle part. The rest of the court, it's like, man, I don't really
Yeah,
care.
I feel like it's
Crypto.com.
I
don't really even mess with the rest of the core like that either. The dark
Crypto.com
blue is
reading.
kinda
This
weird.
sorry ass shit, bro. This shit is so ass, bro, and it makes me mad because
That's
our
horrible.
it literally
Really?
our
That's not
Our
even the
logo
same
is
yellow
lie.
as the logo.
I'm not gonna lie, this is I think better than the Clippers court.
Nah,
what
this
the
is
fuck?
tough. I like
Nah.
this.
This is the worst
That's
court we
horrible.
Well,
Nah.
dude, like
No,
remember
it's
in the
not.
past,
Wait.
remember in the past when like the Lakers would have like it was like the paint color for like
It was
purple,
purple.
it would extend
It
like it felt like it
extended.
extended. Oh, or
No,
it didn't. Okay, well it
It
was
just
just like
on the-
regular ass Laker logo.
it was just
bro.
like weird
this
because
is
it was like on
nasty.
yellow. You know what I mean? Like yellow on
Yeah,
the
yeah,
baseline.
yeah.
or something.
I know
So, like-
exactly what you're talking about. It was like the purple like block under the basket. That
Yeah,
part.
I feel like it fits a little bit better because you know it's a little bit of a throwback to that, but it's like the font all is consistent with like the era too.
I just
You know
don't
what? I
like the
don't like
way the
this one.
logo looks in the middle because it literally looks like a
Yeah.
sticker more than any other one because the way the
That
outline
big ass
is.
white outline is crazy.
Yeah, that white
I think it'll look
outline makes
different
it
in
the
legit
actual
look like a
thing, though.
sticker.
Most of them go with the city jerseys too, but that's just the basic ass Lakers.
This is a-
logo. like
yeah,
this is just
like, I
the
hate
worst.
it,
Right?
though.
Like it is nothing
we
except
gotta-
for just the worst
Bro,
Lakers score.
You could have very easily gave us like a powder blue and gold court and did the MPLS on there, and it would have been 10,000 times better than this.
Love those
I
jerseys.
This
think
is
we gotta
just-
we're gonna have to re-rate all these too when we actually see it because I feel like
For sure.
yeah, the sticker
Yeah.
looks weird on there a little bit, but like I feel like it's not gonna look as bad as like you guys might think.
I got the
Well, I'll
Lakers
be
game
honest,
on right
hey,
now, and it looks way
Can
better.
I
than
just
this.
say about this one? That
I
yellow
think the
does
Clippers
not
one's
match.
gonna look worse than we think.
That
Oh, yeah.
yellow does not match the yellow that's in the logo. It doesn't. And I can
Yeah,
tell.
our
it looks
jersey
off.
yellow doesn't match the logo yellow because that logo, this is the same logo we've had for fucking ever. Like it has.
I don't know why they switched the yellow. It's
Maybe
it's
they'll
jarring.
spice it up
I
a
don't
little
like
bit.
it.
It could just be like a rough outline.
I
This
keep
shit's
it gold.
ass. Shit's
Back when it was
ass.
gold, now that shit's banana yellow. That is
Nah,
such
this is
great work.
ugly.
I'm not gonna.
This
lie.
I
is
kinda
hard
like
to me.
this. I kind of like this.
No, fuck.
Listen,
no.
I've
I'm-
always liked Memphis court when they have the like you see the bottom bars because it spells like mem as you go along it. So I've
that
always
shit
thought
whack
that
as
shit was
fuck on that
hard.
jersey though. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Why
it's
is the
trash on
Grizzlies
this
Why
jersey.
is
logo
the
gold, though?
center logo? Is that brown anywhere else on the court?
Besides the trophy, no.
Nah.
They don't even look like
fits
the
though.
same-
I'm not gonna lie. It fits. It fits.
It's-
Wait, why is it like a golden logo?
I don't
Like,
know. That's a good question.
It's
Like-
probably got something to do with
Because they
something on
do
their
have
jersey.
that.
If the
They
Grizzlies
do
won
have.
gold, if the Grizzlies won
They-
gold and everything,
Well, it's brown,
That's
but
not. That's
they
not
have
gold.
that.
That's more.
They have that brown. It's like a Vegas gold, but they have that as a tertiary color. So I get it, but like it maybe
I think it
if you
fits.
put the Memphis in that same kind of brownish Vegas gold, it would be a lot better. But I like it still.
Hey, I do like the bottom
W
though. The
court.
bottom looks cool, like that little like
Facts.
pattern
That
thing
goes
they
with
got
the
going
city
on.
jersey
W
too.
court.
Yeah, I like that.
Facts. This shit is ass too. This is so boring.
Nah.
And
The Heat got
Bro,
some of
the
the
fuck-
worst city
Why
jerseys
is the Heat?
too.
Why is the Heat?
Why
just
isn't
white
the
on there?
logo there?
why
They
is it
should've
so?
made the gray
It's
black.
big ass and white, and there's nothing else white on the court but the line markers.
That shit's
The logo
so
should
off,
be in the
bro.
middle, bro, and it needs to be I think it needs to be a lighter red, a little bit. But like, if you had the logo there, the
The
logo is
logo
probably
would
the
actually
color of
look
that
good on this
background.
year.
This looks more like the Rockets court. I feel like.
The gray should be black, and it would be tough.
Okay.
Well, not with
Like
that
if you took
fucking
away the
white
word
ass font.
Heat and the side, I would think this is the Rockets court.
Fair.
Well,
That is very
yeah.
fair. I can see.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Kaseya Center
I
also
like-
sucks. Fuck out of here.
I like Milwaukee's, but
that
but
green
I am
sucks.
biased. That green is
like
awful.
crazy.
But I'm
That green
biased for
sucks.
Milwaukee's blue. That blue is beautiful as hell.
I think that Bucks logo might be a top 10 worst, like even secondary, tertiary logo ever.
Absolutely.
You don't like the
Bro.
Minnesota?
No.
Bro, no.
Look at that is Wisconsin.
I
Wow.
hate
That's
the thing.
that's the second time I've done that,
And
by the
then
way.
just
That's the
write the
second time
name.
I've
Like,
done that.
bro, that looks lame. Like, and I could have done that.
Ugly
They have
ass
graphic,
state.
they have
I'm gonna be
graphic
honest.
designers making this. I could have done that. Color it blue, put the text, outline, done.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know what I mean?
the-
Like-
the state of Wisconsin, high key looks like a 3-year-old tried to draw Michigan.
Bro, they
Like-
should. I would rather they put the word Bucks on like a cheese, like a cheese head or
What
something.
the fuck? Nah, why
Bro,
I
at least-
look like that?
Maybe put
though?
Cream City in the middle. Like, come on.
That green sucks and it shouldn't be there.
Or
it should
no,
not be
actually, instead of drawing Michigan, you're drawing. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that. That's not for stream. Let's move on.
I actually like this.
there. Timberwolves
This is
is
I
a
a
better
love the-
version
I love
of
the logo.
Hawks version. This is a better
I
version
love
of
the
Hawks.
logo.
Yeah, that's probably the
This
only
is-
logo.
this
that
This is
works.
the
that
first
that
time
works.
I like the sticker looking logo.
Yeah.
That's because they got white.
Them
and
light,
blue.
them
You
light
like the
blues,
Bulls?
bro. I like the Atlantis too because I had that light blue color. I think that's actually a good court color.
Wait, you didn't like the
But
Bulls one?
with the
Steph?
Hawks, they outline there as black. This is outlined.
No, I like the Bulls one, but I'm talking about more I'm talking about the circular logos. Yours is symmetrical and it looks well. This circle logo, it literally looks like I can just get a coach's clipboard, color it some, and just stick that bitch on there. Like it looks weird to me. It's tacky. I think, and it's only honestly, it's only tacky to me because of the trophy. If it was just there and that trophy wasn't there and the trophies just stayed in the paint, I think 90% of these courts would have been 10 times better.
Yeah, maybe the trophy should just be in the paint and not on the court.
The only other thing I'll add to
like
this
it in
one
the-
is like I feel like Target Center should just be red. Like kind of
That would be cool. That would be
bring a little
cool.
bit more color. Like it feels a little bit dry because like the outline is like white of Minnesota. So like
And it'll be a good.
What if-
it'll be a very
What if that
good
red
contrast.
what if that red just fucked it up? Well, nah, I was gonna say what
Nah, I
if the
think
red
it
fucked
would've
it
been
up, but
better a
like
little
the
bit.
Staples
Or
Center
at-
was red on the court.
Yeah,
But
well,
then again, it wasn't on the all blue court, so
how about instead of all of it being red, you just make the Target part red?
that'd
like
be
the
hard.
logo
That'd
part.
be hard.
Yeah, I
don't know.
It would work better if the Wolves had
Maybe.
any sort of like red in their kit, but I don't think they do.
That's true.
Especially
You
the
might- you
jerseys
might
they're
be
gonna be
right,
wearing with this
actually.
are
I
gonna be
think it
those
might
like
look
And
better that way.
also that's a fucking advertisement, so we don't really care.
True.
Hell,
Get these Mardi
fucking
Gras
no.
ass shits.
What is
Yeah,
this?
this is no. It's Mardi
Space
Gras.
Jam ass court.
That's all they were going
Hey,
for was Mardi
y'all
Gras.
know
'cause
it.
I'm a-
Y'all know what that shit looks
Yeah.
like. That shit
That
looks
is the
like some shit
Riddler's
out of
colors.
Goosebumps, bro.
That
That
is-
looks like
Dude, this
Goosebumps.
looks like
The
the
Riddler's
Bucks
colors,
2000 logo.
This is the Monstars home court.
I'm getting visions of like Ray Allen and Glenn Robinson or something looking at this.
And
Yeah.
then this fucking logo, bro. This is so terrifying, bro. What is
Bro, this isn't even a flag. Like
this is awful. We're just gonna
That
I
court
ain't
is
gonna lie.
gorgeous.
I ain't gonna lie, this whole
That's
tough.
a gorgeous court.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's
This
the
is
not-
tough.
biggest thing I hate about it. The biggest thing I hate about it is
middle.
is the middle thing. Why is it gotta have like
What?
a
Why?
Bro, it looks
Garrett, what's up with you,
dumb.
bro? You don't.
You think it looks
That
cool
shit-
with like the
that shit
New
is
York
hard.
one like
What the
falling down?
fuck?
That shit is
Bro, the
hard.
double New York?
Nah, bro. I think that looks.
Garrett
shit
might
is so
know ball,
fire.
but he does not know design. I'm afraid.
shit
This
Bro, I
Jay's
make
Knicks-
I make my own
Jay's Knicks
thumbnails, bro.
cook.
And we got the drippiest court, bro. I'm not gonna lie too.
Well,
I
okay,
like the
I'm
color.
gonna-
I
will
like
say
everything
though,
about
Garrett,
it except for that.
I will
Spike
say
Lee
though,
gonna
Garrett,
be cooking on this one.
Garrett, if the white was behind the yellow and blue, it would look a little bit better. But I do still like it the way it is.
Well, I think the difference between like at least most of us is like, or at least me is like, I'm thinking about how it's like gonna look when it's played on. Like the design, it's creative for sure, but like I don't know. I'm already kind of thinking ahead. Like, is that actually gonna work? Like when we're watching it, and I don't know how well it's gonna look when we're watching it.
Wait, why?
You know what I mean?
Well,
it just looks
I mean,
like
if we-
odd. Like it looks like
if we are
blurry.
if we are looking at from a top angle, like people are saying and stuff like that, like that would look hard. That would be like a 3D effect.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
trying
that
to
would
look
shoot
at
like-
it.
Especially,
remember-
Maybe.
especially if some of these courts, when they do their pregame intros, y'all know how they have the court animations.
Mhm.
That shit would be so crazy on these courts. Like that might actually go crazy if they have the camera and
Hey.
they do the. That would be tough.
You want to know what the New York probably looked like? You remember when the Raptors had like that weak ass 3D design underneath their basket, and like when you looked at it, it looked like it was standing
Bro,
up. That might
that
be
shit
how
was
the New York
gross.
shit looked. That shit looked terrible with the Raptors. I hated it. Definitely looked terrible, but it might look decent with this one because it's on the middle of the court, and the way that we're gonna be looking at it, I don't know. It could be interesting. I do like this court though. This is a great court. No.
Why is the center logo? Wait, why is
Yo,
the center
Nick,
logo
wait.
that color?
Yeah, why is the fuck is it red? Ew.
They're
That
like
shit
they're-
is trash.
it's orange.
Get rid
It's
of these
orange. It's orange.
states,
It's
too.
orange.
That's
just so y'all
orange?
know. Yeah, it is
Get rid
orange.
of the states,
It looks
bro.
like the jerseys from when Paul George and Russ were there and they wore their dark blue
Okay.
jersey. It's that kind of logo.
I still don't
Like-
like it.
Oh,
It's-
it's
Like,
okay.
bro,
yeah,
we
it's still
all know.
ass.
We all know what state
Right.
Oklahoma City is in. Like, why they got to put the freaking
Wait, what
state
state
at
is
the
it
top?
in?
Oh, really?
Wisconsin.
You don't
well,
know?
I mean, what state is
I think-
Kansas City in?
Yeah, I was gonna say you could
I-
say the same for Kansas City and people be like,
Well,
it's in Kansas,
that's-
bro.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
but
the
we
same
know
city,
Oklahoma.
though.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Michigan City.
we? Who is we?
Bro, we all know it's in Oklahoma.
Have some
Crazy.
perspective, Garrett.
Me?
Also,
I'm
that
from
court-
Ohio.
bro, look
This
at
court
that.
is this
I
court is
can't
fire,
fucking
but it's a
believe the
Dallas
Orlando
Cowboys
Magic
ass
get a
court.
Cowboys. That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
this looks like the Cowboys.
Oh, now that
bro.
y'all say
That
that, I
logo
didn't
tough.
even think about that. But
I'm
oh
gonna
my
fuck that logo.
god,
As soon, bro, as soon as I
bro.
saw that gray with the star, I was like, "There's no way they made a Cowboys court."
Hey,
That's
hey,
the Dallas
if you-
Cow Magic,
bro,
It's not bad.
imagine-
though. It's not bad, though.
imagine if they have some gray and blue pinstripes that went with this. Oh,
Hey,
My
they might have to sign
God.
Dak soon, bro. He might be out
What
of
is
the NFL.
this?
Wait, who? The
I
fuck
like
is-
that.
I like
really
the 76 and the city of brotherly love down there. That shit. This court is hard to me.
This looks like the
That's
two
the
color
most-
challenge.
Can I
It's
just
okay.
say that's the most
Like,
bullshit slogan ever?
it's
Philly is
lame.
not the city of brotherly love. Them motherfuckers.
It's not. There's some
They be
assholes.
shooting out there. You're right.
That's the city of brotherly shove, bro.
You saw them fake it the other day, bro.
Man,
It's tough. We got
What is that at the
Oh.
bottom? What is that thing at
it
the
is-
bottom?
It says Philadelphia 76ers, and it's two arrows pointed to the left diagonal corner. That might be significant. I don't know what it means. I can ask my thumbnail editor. He's a Sixers fan, so he might know. If he don't know, then that shit's just pointless.
I think those is W
it
courts.
seems like it's pointed. I don't know. That's
I
just
remember
me.
this.
As long as they jerseys is that same blue, W courts.
Y'all-
They didn't pick up on that.
Wait,
I'm
what?
gonna watch this shit. I'm gonna watch this shit back. So I gotta hear what you say.
Nah, he said, them arrows might be pointless. I said, nah, actually, I think they're pointed.
Bruh.
You a fucking
It's only-
idiot, man. He left.
Look at Garrett go.
Hey,
It
you a
was so
fucking
funny
idiot.
because like I was the only one that heard it, and y'all just kept talking, and it was like, wait, did he just say what the fuck? I think he did?
El Valley.
I love this court. This might be my favorite one.
I like this too.
This might be my favorite one.
This reminds me of that like all-star jerseys from when they had it in Phoenix, bro. Is that weird to say?
low-key does.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the light blue is okay, I guess. I kind of like the thing at the bottom though, like that whatever that.
It's kind of like
thing.
a phoenix.
This court needs a cactus, bro.
Well, you know what it looks like? It looks like their
Ooh.
old logo, like a little bit, like with when they had like Nash and like, but in the, you know what I mean? Like where the ball was like in the flame
It
and
looked
stuff.
like. Oh wait, that's a bad. It looked like a heart a little bit.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It looks like a phoenix, like they were trying to draw a
Yeah,
phoenix.
it does because of like, the wings.
See that
and
now.
stuff.
Hey,
See
for
that.
the city.
This
I
court
don't know
decent.
how.
That's just hard, bro. This court's tough to me. What is the plaid? I didn't see.
Bro,
I haven't seen this
why is
court.
not
Horrible.
what the fuck,
I hate
bro.
the
They could have
flag.
just made that Rip City black. I'm not gonna lie. That Rip City would have been black. I think it would have been a lot better.
Nah, if
Well,
that
I don't
city
know.
was
Plaid
black,
Bottom.
that
What's the
could've been
bottom
hard.
thing? What is
The
that?
bottom, it's like a black plaid strip, and in the middle it says Dr. Jack 77.
I don't know what that
Oh,
means. It
that's
probably has
that's
some
no.
significance.
That's for their coach, I think, in the 1977 title.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Get rid of that fucking
It
plaid.
was Jack
bro. Come on,
Ramsey.
bro. Plaid on
Yeah.
an NBA court is disgusting.
I don't.
Why,
yeah,
what
I
is we
don't.
doing?
I don't hate it, bro. I don't.
This
hate
shit
the
looks like
court.
a
I hate
picnic
it.
table.
Nah, I see too many people in plaid pajama pants lifting at the gym, bro. I got beef with plaid.
I think
Nah,
this
and those
is-
and that's the
different.
exact design too, Gabe.
Bro.
I feel like
It
this is a
is.
case where less is more in a way because like the red goes with the red on the court, like in the middle for the Rip City, but like it doesn't feel like it's like too much at once. Like if the colors were switched, this would probably be hands down the worst court.
You know what?
But because it-
Nah,
what's really
nothing's-
bothering me,
Nothing's
why
beating
is
the
this-
Pelicans, bro.
why is the
Yeah.
strip for real, like,
okay, they'd be the second
why-
worst court.
The paint and the outside of the paint being the same color just fucking bothers me, bro.
Wait,
I
what?
hate it.
What? It's
He's-
not
oh,
entirely
yeah.
the same as the paint because it got the cup on the inside.
But like the
yeah, I
half
see what you're
circle
talking
on the
about.
outside of the paint, like,
Yeah.
bro.
Like
When I used to
the
make
in
my course on
between
2K,
Yeah.
from
that
the
would always
3-point line
concern.
to the free throw line, that shit looks weird.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. The stripe and the middle trophy. Well, I don't even know. The middle trophy just needs to be like maybe smaller. I think.
Like I said, if
If
that
it's
was
in the
taken
middle.
out, most of these jerseys, most of these courts are fine.
I just feel like it's too
That
big.
fucking plaid would still look like
Like it's
shit,
like the
though.
whole half court line.
Ooh,
Them bitches,
this bitch is
mwah.
hard.
And them, bro, and them go
Yeah.
perfect with the jerseys. And I can't
Those
believe people
are
was hating
tough.
on them City Edition jerseys. Them motherfuckers is fire.
That's the
Well,
that's the
Sacramento
Royals
is like a
throwbacks, bro.
gorgeous.
They're
Do-
nice.
Do we
I'm
want
looking
it
at
to
the King
go?
City Edition, and
Do we
is
want it to go
nice.
with the jerseys though? If like they can't probably wear
Yes.
those jerseys then.
Well, I would have preferred if they
Well,
just,
looking
like, used regular
looking at their
regular courts.
jerseys, it complements this shit perfectly. Like
Well, like
they're
the
wearing their
black
jerseys.
ones for sure, but like I'm saying, like the
no, they're blue
jerseys
ones.
Which ones?
They're blue ones.
They
They're
City
city
Edition.
jerseys.
Well, aren't those more like light blue?
No, they're here. I'll show you here. Can
Hold
you
on,
see
show
it?
me because there's some of the city ones I don't know like 100% like that.
I
I
got
see?
you real quick
Yeah,
because
I
their
can-
new city jerseys they'll look great on this court.
I just
there
don't
you
want
go.
it to be
Right
like
here.
Gorgeous.
That shit is beautiful.
Those are
Okay,
nice. I don't
and
own
then
the city
go back-
jerseys.
go
Those are
back to
like
the
top
court then.
5 for sure.
Let me see.
Them is definitely one of the best City Edition jerseys that we've seen this season. That we're going to see this season.
Yeah,
I love it.
I
love
think
it.
the combo, their combo might win. So this far, at least.
I guess because it's
So-
a little bit of a different color with the
And also,
thing.
I like that logo. I like the logo. In the middle.
Mhm.
I like
Don't
the
forget
logo
red
about
eye.
that logo looks good.
with
Make
slant.
red
add a
eye
little bit more
gives
red
it-
into the court. Add a little bit more red into the court. Just a little bit.
Mhm.
Maybe Sacramento.
I love this one too.
That's a great jersey. That's a great court.
And then the Viva
This is
Spurs
a
at the
very
bottom.
unique court.
Yeah,
This
very
one,
unique.
I
don't know
love
if
the
like
most
it.
because as a I won't say a San Antonio nigga, but as a person that lived, kind of grew up a little bit, they got the Fiesta like vibe to it, and Fiesta is like an event that goes on in San Antonio, and like everything about this court screams San Antonio. Like this shit is beautiful. I
the
love
fuck
everything.
I do like that
Boring
font a lot,
team.
actually.
I like
font on
the whole design of this
outside.
court. I'm a little unsure how to feel about it with it being this like Spurs, like their team branding.
because
Even though
boring.
No.
Yeah,
But
I know they
I
did
think
have
that I think that makes
teal back in the
this
day and
court
stuff.
better though. I think that makes
Well,
it
I
better.
like the court. I think the court looks cool. I'm just like, I'll think like, I don't know how I feel about it just because like the Spurs branding, you know what I mean? But
they've had pretty
check
flashy
it out.
Fiesta jerseys the past couple of years though, with like
Well,
the
this
teal
year-
ones.
well, I'm thinking like
this year it's not
I'm kind
flashy
of
though.
coinciding it a lot with the logo. I feel like.
Okay. Yeah, because this year, again, their jerseys do go really well with this. The jerseys that do go with this, they're all white with kind of orange trim on the shoulder, the arms, and the neck area. And then San Antonio is in the same font as the court in brown. And the number 10 is like a retro, or the number is like a retro design. So like it goes very, very well with the court. But in terms of the team's branding, it's like, hey, we ain't never seen that before, other than their like Fiesta jerseys.
That's why I like it though, because it's out
Yeah.
The Spurs is funny because you wouldn't expect them to have an out their ass design like the Fiesta jersey that they do, or this jersey, and so it adds to it. I really.
And then the best part about it all, they got the Towers of America in center court. That shit is it's fun as hell.
I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, so like you basically ride high as hell, and you can walk around inside there. It's fire. Like it spins as it goes up. You see literally the whole city. But
that's fine.
It's hard. How you feel about this game? I need to know, bro.
Mid-ass.
I actually like these because the middle logo, like, it blends with the court a little bit better than most of them do, as far as not having like some super baffling sticker looking outline. I also, because there's not like these random bright ass colors, I do think that works as well. Like in the super like dark gray, you don't see that much. So I actually think it's decent. There's nothing that sticks out as like horrible. What I dislike is the jerseys. Like I really don't like the jerseys.
I feel like the We the North should be the same color as like what it says for Raptors.
Maybe. Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie. This is the one time that the circular logo works because this shit looks perfect. Because it's literally inside the small ball in the middle, and it literally looks like a raptor claw out of a basketball. Bro, that shit's so hard. That is fire.
I like. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I do like Minnesota's too, but this one is this one's really perfect because you can see like the claw with the gray in the background.
It don't look like a sticker. Like it actually looks like a part of the court blended together.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like I can't, like the ball literally looks like it's the middle part of the trophy. Honestly, I think that might be why it goes.
The jerseys just suck though. I hate them.
Yo,
hey, hold on.
I love
this court. That
this court's awesome,
purple
bro.
on purple.
My fucking purple people eaters. Good God.
Utah might have my number one vote for this. This shit that look tough.
Hey man,
I like it
in Utah.
Actually.
Going to the game,
the Utah logo look good too. Like
I'm gonna be watching both their home games because of this.
Fact.
What'd you say, Gabe?
That is a fact, Garrett.
I said you won't catch me in Utah, maybe ever, to watch a game, but I'll probably be watching both these home games because this court looks nice.
For sure,
Facts.
I like it.
What the fuck is?
What is this? This is horrible.
It goes with the New Jersey.
It go with their New Jerseys. Their New Jerseys fucking suck.
Bro, the New Jersey just sucked then this year.
That logo might be decent. I'm not gonna lie, but the jersey.
No, bro. They're trying so hard to be like the '90s Spurs.
It kind of does look like they put like a fucking. You know when you can put like the negative filter on a photo.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
That's exactly what it looks like. Okay, I see their jerseys.
They turned the hue upside down, basically.
Bro, their jerseys look like some medieval time shit.
They look whack as fuck.
It doesn't look like any time. It just looks like
it looks fucking rusted. Like this team is
looks garbage.
Like,
oh my goodness, DeAndre Ayton got 23 boards.
Well, that was the last of them. I think it's safe to say that Utah, Toronto, San Antonio, and Sacramento are some of our favorite, and Phoenix are some of our favorites. Yeah,
Chicago's too.
Yeah, the next
Chicago. Knicks were
the Magic one is low key decent to me. I gotta be.
The Magic one is decent.
It's cool.
I just see that shit every Sunday, so it don't move me.
Too. This one,
the Cavs one is fire.
The Cavs one is great.
I
like
it
too.
It's great.
Wait, was
the
it the
Bulls one gonna have to grow on me?
Yeah,
that one's gonna have to, cause like I like it in terms of like your guys' city jersey does have like this kind of brown in it, so that'll work with it well. I don't know. I think it's just like this for a lot of them. This trophy, just take it out the center, keep them in the paint, and it'll be just fine.
I just feel like I like a lot of the
I'm
simple
gonna send you
ones.
a picture. I'm gonna send you a picture on Twitter, and it's gonna change your mind. You're gonna like, oh shit.
Okay.
I think I like a lot of the ones that are like simple, like color scheme, and not like trying to do too much. Like that's kind of why I didn't like Dallas, because like, bro, like I feel like there's like way too much going on. You know what I mean?
I feel it. This Warriors one is easily that shit's awful.
worst.
Pacers
No, bro.
sucks.
I think
Pacers is
Indy are the
awful.
I still don't like the Clippers one either, though.
That shit is so fucking ugly.
That Indy one, like it's hurting my eyes right now, and I got like the fucking
And
picture
they got
saver
that
on
Indy
my-
logo on their jerseys too. I hate it, bro.
Yeah,
It might have looked
nah.
better if that font just never existed with the Pacers.
That should look like
or
Comic
anything.
Sans, bro.
Overall, I think they batted like 500 with these. Some of them's really good, some of them's really bad.
500.
Yeah. Well, okay, batting 500 is crazy.
Batting 500 is crazy. That's
yeah,
what I was
batting
gonna
500
say.
is crazy.
They batted like
they shot
250.
50% from the field on 30 shots, so
They shot
I
league
guess
average.
they did all right.
Yeah,
But, like,
okay.
That was
They
at
averaged
34.
like-
That was 34% from three.
Yeah.
It's frustrating because like
batting 500
it's
is crazy.
it's frustrating to me because it's like just give me pictures of every city jersey and I guarantee I make these better in like 5 minutes. Like
Hell yeah.
that's what's annoying about it. Like I know you're paying designers and shit millions to do this bullshit. Come on, bro.
Bro, that
Like, what
Bucks,
the fuck
Like
is
look at this,
logo's
bro.
an atrocity.
Like come on, bro. I don't
The
know.
Nets isn't
but-
even probably a top 10 like worst one, I would say. I feel like I don't know.
Who approved the fucking stripes, bro?
Who approved that Bucks Wisconsin logo, bro? I'm tired of seeing
The
these states.
Minnesota logo, as Mo would say. That's crazy.
Hey,
Ant-Man with the 30 piece.
we ready to wrap up because that's all the topics that I had. I ain't gonna lie.
They need to
Yes,
wrap
sir,
up them
yes, sir.
fucking court designs and throw them in the trash.
Do anybody got any last?
Bro, do
minute
something
thoughts
like
on
that for
those
the
sports?
finals or the playoffs, man. Like it doesn't
Nothing,
have to be all full blown, but like at least
Hey,
something.
I don't
Steph
have
Curry is
nothing
looking
else
like
on
the
courts.
MVP.
Luka
Another little
is.
quick
You're wrong.
42.
Hey, now Steph was hooping. Steph was hooping his ass off.
Steph-
Yeah,
Bro,
Luka
Cam
had
Thomas,
30. Luka
bro.
went 35, 12, and 12. So
What?
It's
the
gonna be
fuck?
Cam Thomas.
yeah, yeah, Mo.
Cam Thomas
Oh,
is elite.
Hold
Ben
on, you're not
Simmons
Cam
is back.
Thomas, bro.
Brandon Miller.
He scored
is
33
Hey,
again.
Hey,
actually
listen.
Dark Horse Rookie of the Year.
Tyler Hero dropped 35 and 8 today.
Hey,
How did Jimmy Butt Cheeks do?
Let me see real quick because he wasn't. Tyler Hero was top scorer. Jimmy Butler went 4-4-11, 13
Ooh.
points. He was a negative 13 net rating.
Nasty.
Wow,
Damn,
big
what the-
game,
Tyler,
Jimmy.
God
Wow,
damn, Tyler
emo
Hero
Jimmy
shot
is-
21 shots. The
We're gonna have
closest
to
one was
start calling
11
him-
with Jimmy.
Big game James Butler, huh?
Hey, look, man.
Emo
I'm
Jimmy's
not
in a
accepting
dark
any
place
Jimmy
right
slander
now,
from you,
bro.
bro. Don't do
Hating
that.
on the former bull, that's crazy.
That man's name is
Shit
Jim
crazy.
Butler now.
Shit, crazy.
Jimbo.
Hey, that's been the stream, bro. Thank y'all. I would like to thank y'all for tuning in. If you're still here, appreciate it as well. Chat was active. We went through some things that we liked. And hey, man, the NBA season is still rolling. It was a little slower than the off season, but it's not the off season no more. We going with the content. It was a good stream. How y'all feel? How y'all felt about the stream?
Hey, W stream, man. Appreciate having y'all on stream. It's been a minute, but W
I don't
stream.
fuck with
about
none of you
real
niggas.
fucking
Fuck all
hoops.
That's
three.
crazy.
Talking about
all y'all
real
niggas,
hoops.
bro.
Talking about
As
real
Spain
hoops.
Real
once
talk.
said,
I'm about to
No,
eat
no
through
more of that
all of
off
you
season
niggas.
bullshit. We
I'm about
asked
to eat
you.
through all
Anyway,
of you.
these motherfuckers.
Random shout out to
gallery.
Spain.
We really didn't ask about their opinion, but now I'm just fucking with you. Hey, man, appreciate y'all for coming through to the stream. Appreciate y'all for sticking around. Leave a like, comment, and all that. This ain't going at the end of the video, so I don't know why I said that. But we'll see y'all on Friday.
Friday?
I might.
We'll see
I
y'all
don't
on
know.
Friday with the watch along stream. So appreciate y'all, man. And also that's the first day that those courts are going to be used. So this Friday, November 3rd, we'll see y'all on that watch along stream, man. Peace out. Hope y'all enjoy y'all night.
Ski.